I turn on some music while I do this. That way everyone's not like bored out of their minds. Hey guys. And yes, I got a brand new tank. The Predator Deimos pattern. It really can't be used for anything other than a Predator now, but in 30k, it's a Predator tank. And I like me the Deimos pattern Predator. It's an older tank, sir, but it checks out. I really need to find a day where it isn't windy to prime all these models I have. If you have like a shed or a basement that's not right beside your radiator, and you have like a window that you can like sit beside, you can spray paint them there. I unfortunately do not have that luxury. Sadly, I don't have either of those, plus windstorms on the East Coast the past few days. Oh shit, really? You okay over there? Jesus, that's fast. So I have a friend staying with me for like a tiny bit. Which tank are you painting? We're painting the Deimos pattern Predator tank, which is known for its round turret. Round turret. It was the main Predator battle tank used during the Horus Heresy era. And it is a way old variant that is far superior to its current counterpart in the 41st millennium. Basically, like, if I had to give like a real-world comparison, it's the equivalent of the modern Space Marine Predator tank is like you're driving a World War II American tank or a World War II British tank, while the Deimos is like you're piloting a modern tank by our standards today in comparison. However, sadly, you cannot use the stats for a Predator Deimos in Modern 40k as it got moved to Legends. But the Predator Deimos is just fundamentally a Predator tank. So you could just run Deimos pattern Predators as regular Predator tanks. If you want to. Though, the actual advantage to the Deimos pattern, way back in the day, was that it could be equipped with more than just an autocannon or a las cannon, like a twin link las cannon. The Deimos Predator could be equipped with a melta-cannon or a yeah. Or a special laser cannon that was, the longer it went on, the stronger it got. And the tank was one of the most universally used and outfitted tanks because you could just pretty much arm it with whatever you needed. It's more of an infantry-based enemy we're fighting. Well, just slap on the autocannon. We're dealing with more tanks, slap on the las cannon. Or the melta-cannon. The Deimos was one of the most flexible Predator tanks the Imperium had to offer. And it sucks that so little of them are left. And they only belong to some of the oldest Space Marine chapters around. Like, maybe 3rd Founding. But if you're playing Horus Heresy, these are probably the most common Predator tanks you're going to be seeing on the table. If you're not playing against Iron Warriors. How's it coming? Why did I choose Ultramarine Blue? Because fuck me. I am not the brightest crayon. But I like Ultramarines, and that may make me a nerd, but I am a nerd that's proud of it. Besides, Legion Ultramarines are sick. Unlike the other legions that don't seem to give a shit about administration and what happens to the planets after they conquer it, Ultramarines gave a shit. Sure, it's still an Imperial's nightmare, but... I adore the lore for 40k, but haven't really played the tabletop equivalent, although I've taken to Blood Bowl recently. I know more than my chapter, my guy. I know a lot. Do I know everything? No. Do I claim to know everything? No. But I do know a lot, especially when it comes to the Imperium. And how fucked up it is! Also, really fun that you got into Blood Bowl. Blood Bowl's a very fun game. Just how wacky and insane things can get in that game is fucking great. Yeah, no, today's more of a chill stream day. Everybody else was working. I'm like, you know what? I'll do some work too. I'll stream. I'll entertain my audience today. Cause like writing a script for the Resident Evil video, holy shit, is that taking up a lot of my time? Cause I gotta like remember half the shit I did and like all the stuff that happened. And, like, I have to, like, go through other stuff to, like, make sure everything's correct. Because I'm trying something, like, I'm trying to find, like, my niche of what I like to do. And that's, like, something that, like, I like to do. But, oh, you know a lot more than me. I hadn't meant to imply otherwise. I apologize if I ever got into a tabletop 40k. Gotta love. Well, that is fair. So the funniest thing is that Death Guard actually exists in 30k too, as they were one of the original Traitor Legions. You'll find their playstyle is very similar to modern 40k's Death Guard playstyle, where they like to be close, brutal, aggressive, mid to short range fighters. And they get access to, like, special chemical weapons that, like, not a lot of people do. Though their color scheme's a bit of a pain in the ass. Hi, Bax. Also, I'm not a loser, I'm a nerd. Get it right. Hi, Kosek. I saw the D&D movie yesterday. It was good, right? Like, I liked it a lot. I thought it was really, really good. It felt like D&D. Yeah, and that was the goal at the end of the day, is that they wanted to feel like you were sitting in on an actual campaign. Now, may give 30k a look then. Are there rules for playing it? Age of Darkness. The box right now is one of the best deals for 40k I've ever seen. Well, for GW I've seen. And that you're getting 4 tactical squads, 2 characters, 10 Terminators, and a Land Raider Spartan for like over $200. I don't know if that price has changed because GW has announced price changes, but like it is one of the best deals I've seen. Oh, thank you, Sean. And that's what I aim for this day to be. It's just like, we're relaxing, we're hanging out together. Good vibe day, good vibe day. Because sometimes we just need one of those. We just need a good vibe day. How dare you, that paladin was wonderful. That is how I want every paladin to be in D&D ever. I loved him. He was great. I can't spoil shit, but like, I love that paladin. I also can't wait for the new Lionel Johnson book to come out. It's gonna explain so much. Oh, honey, you have no idea that a lot of the Lions books explain fuck all. So, the saddest curse of the Dark Angels is that they have some of the most interesting lore for Space Marines, but are one of the most boring chapters to read. Because, like, unless it's their main character, Azrael, who's, like, this sarcastic, witty, knight, they're all so fucking boring. They're all a bunch of, like, life sucks. If anyone finds out about the Fallen, we're fucked. We're so doomed. Like, I make fun of Sanguinius for being, like, a boomer bastard. But, like, holy fuck, the Dark Angels are just, like... Can we have, like, some air of funny? Like, there's literally lore in their book where, like, the chaplain Asmodai hears one guy laugh in the rock, and he goes into that room, bitches out the whole company, and the third company is forced to fight in silence unless it is for, like, communication reasons. Like, holy fuck. I love the Dark Angels lore and shit like that, but at the same time, it's like, why you gotta be that way, dude? And, like, 30k Dark Angels aren't any better. Not gonna lie, I thought the Raven Guard was the emo Marines. Oh, they are! They're just not the only ones. Though I guess the Dark Angels are more in the closet than they are, like, emo. Yeah, fun fact, and this is true. So Lionel Johnson gets his name from the poet Lionel Johnson, and that guy is very gay. Like, he's extremely gay, but he was also extremely self-hating because of like Catholic guilt and all that shit. And so he would write poems about how much him loving men was like a sin. He was constantly in the closet, and I feel bad for him because like he shouldn't have had to go through that. Like, love who you love. Don't ever feel bad about it, as long as it's consensual. Anyway, so the Dark Angels Primarch is named after a guy who was very not so subtly in the closet. And their fortress monastery, The Rock, is named after the gay pub called The Rock that was down the street from Games Workshop's original office. And the Dark Angels have a secret that no one can know, because if they know it, they're going to be ostracized and excommunicated from the Imperium. So, Dark Angels, not traitors, just extremely gay. So, next time someone says that gay people aren't welcome in 40k, you just look them dead in the eye and say, the entire Dark Angels chapter is a gay reference. Someone had fun with that. Oh, yeah. That shit's fucking gold to me. When, like, we could do, like, deep dives into, like, what someone was doing. Instead of just, like, his name is Angron. He's angry. Or, his name is Corvus Corvax. It's literally Raven Raven. The Raven Guard Primarch is literally called Raven the Raven. Could you tell someone was phoning it in that day? And, like, reading... Oh, my God. There's a few Space Marine chapters that are really fun to read about. Just, like, how they interact with shit. Reading modern-day Ultramarine books is very interesting. Because, like, they're being thrust into the political spotlight because of Guilliman, so they have to start interacting with humans more. And there's a very clear disconnect with them that's throwing them off. That they don't know how to talk with these people and, like, inspire hope and courage and all that into them. Because Marines are Marines. They're just like, we're bred to murder and kill things. And it's very, very interesting when, like, you read modern Ultramarines and read, like, 30k Ultramarines. Because, like, 30k Ultramarines are very much like... You're talking to a statesman. You're talking to a guy who can inspire you. A guy who, like, will build you up and, like, knows what he's talking about, what he's doing. And then you get to, like, 40k Ultramarines, and it's just like... What the fuck? Do you know how to talk to people at all? No, outside of talking to my battle brothers, I've only ever talked to servitors. Do you think me dumb as a servitor, sir? Yes. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. Basically, best comparison. 30k Ultramarines are Reagan from Mob Psycho 100. 40k Marines are Mob from Mob Psycho 100. That is the best comparison I can make socially. Also, when does the book about the battle between Sanguinius and Horus come out again? I don't know. The finale is coming, I promise. And we're probably going to get a lot of that book's probably going to be, like, a lot of, like, clear about what the fuck happened that day. But it is coming. It's just taking a bit because it's, like... It might be longer than the Bible. I'm just going to say it right now. It might be longer than the Bible. Because, like, they're breaking it up into, like, 2 parts. Darn it, I know we talked about it before. Just look it up. Last book in the Battle of Terra series. The Siege of Terra series. Welcome to painting tanks. Gotta make sure you get every inch.
One debt to society later.
Shadow, thanks for the sub. Here, I can look for it. When is the last Siege of Terra book coming out? So if you're wondering about the time frame and like the order of books that you must read to finish off the Horus Heresy, where the entirety of the Horus Heresy series comes to an end, is Book 1, The Solar War, Book 2, The Lost and the Damned, Book 3, The First Wall, Book 4, Saturnine, Mortis, then Book 5 is Mortis, Book 6 is Warhawk, Book 7 is Echoes of Eternity, and The End and the Death is Volume 1. So this is the 8th book. No, let's as of yet. Last news is from August last year. Yeah, so, be patient. It is coming. It's just taking its sweet time, because it's going to be such a big book. Though it is written by Dan Abnett, so I have high hopes for this. And it's very, very, it's very poetic that the man who started the series by writing Horus Rising is ending it by writing The End and the Death. And for those needing a recap about, like, what the fuck the Battle of Terra is, essentially, the Battle of Terra was the finale to the Horus Heresy. It was the... I'm just gonna let this sit and dry for a minute. It was the moment where the war would be decided. Where the Loyalists either hold firm and defeat the traitors, or the traitors are crushed. Like, the traitors crush the Loyalists. So, basically, the entire war, the Imperium was on the back foot the entire time during the Siege of Terra. The defenders were the Emperor, Malcador, the Custodes, the Imperial Fists, the Blood Angels, the White Scars, what was left of, the Terran Defense Force, and whoever the fuck they could get pressed into service, along with the remaining Loyalist Titan legions. I'm keeping a healthy optimism about it. I'm keeping a healthy optimism about it. Because 40K is one of those series that are... It's very hard to adapt something like it. And what do I mean by that? The series that Henry Cavill is doing is Eisenhorn, which is not like the bombastic, grand epic warfare of the 41st millennium. You're not going to be seeing Orc Titans. You're not going to be seeing a Marine lift a traitor guardsman over his head and tear into him with a chainsaw. You're not going to be seeing that. Eisenhorn is an Inquisitor. And the Inquisition's job is very, very disturbing. It's very, very bloody. And it is very insidious. Because they have to deal with shit that can really, really fuck with people. Eisenhorn is... I think he was Ordo Xenos? Or what the fuck was he? Eisenhorn series... I know he's a radical. Gregor Eisenhorn. Oh, he is a, he's an Inquisitor of the Ordo Xenos. So, he basically deals with aliens. And you're going to see, if they do it correctly, Eisenhorn having to, basically both play politician, soldier, scientist, and that is a very hard thing to do. Especially since Eisenhorn is not a good guy. He's the protagonist, and that's something, essentially, when you're reading a 40K book, you are not reading about heroes. You are not watching the good guys. You are watching the protagonist, and that needs to be clarified. Yeah, okay, I need pauses for a second, because that music... Eisenhorn is the best way to sum up, is that he goes from being a man who believes that you cannot use the tools of the enemy, they are absolute corrupting tools that will kill the Imperium if we use them, to, you know what? I'm gonna say it. This Necron Doomsday laser, pretty fucking based. He becomes a radical. Or, as we call that, common fucking sense. But he's an Inquisitor. He's going to be the kind of guy... He's not your friend. Let's put it that way. You can enjoy what he does. You can enjoy, like, the actions he takes. But just know that, like, his job is very, very fucking disturbing. And you are not gonna like the shit that he has to do. Or that he chooses to do. He is just as willing to throw people under the bus to save his own skin. Just saying. Remember, a character does not have to be a good guy to be interesting. And 40K takes that up in spades. I.e. villain protagonists. Yeah. He is, basically, Eisenhorn would be the villain in any other book. But in 40K, he's the set norm of what Inquisitors are. And the Grimdark kind of warranted, I think. Yeah, because the 40K universe is, like, this is the worst of the worst. This is, like, if humanity gave into all of its worst ideals and urges. Like, religious extremism, purity politics taken to the extreme. And just, like, how fucking disgusting and worthless we are as a species in 40K. Humanity in 40K is not something to aspire to be, it is something to fear. And that's what's fascinating about it. It's not something to be idolized, it's not something to be worshipped, it's not something to aspire to be. There is no glory in Warhammer. Sure, the Imperium talks about, like, glorious sacrifice. But, you're dead on a dirt ball. Most likely you got eaten by a Tyranid, and you're going to be used in biomass later down the line. There ain't no glory in death. There's just death. And that's kind of the saddest part about 40K is that, like, you die, and it literally means nothing. Like, the elves, the Eldar, the Imperium, the Tau, the Space Dwarves are fighting for survival. And there's just the orcs who are like, yeah, boy! Fucking happy slap fun time. Let's go. But yeah, this is like why I tell people, like, when you're going to watch Eisenhorn, do not go in with the expectation you are going to be watching good people. You are watching Game of Thrones kicked up by 11. And you are going to see some of the most horrific shit, and 40K is not going to apologize about it. It's going to be, yeah, no, this is where the Imperium may be. This is where the Imperium is, guys. This is the worst of the worst. So be ready for it. It's going to be an entertaining time. But you're going to hate every fucking second of it. And hate like, oh my god, why would they do that? Not like the shit sucks. It's seriously like, why? Why would they do that? It's like horrific and terrifying. Yeah, genuinely, everybody needs the Grimdark warning. Like, I could have really used that warning at one point, because my introduction to 40K was through Dawn of War, which is like one of the most cleanest I've ever seen 40K. I'm just going to be perfectly honest. I was not ready for fucking Honshu the Iron Warrior. And if you want to know what that bastard's like, he creates demon space marines. I'm not talking like he makes possessed marines. No, he made demon space marines. Fully inseminated into women, and like the women violently explode giving birth to these things. Like, I could have fucking used it at that point. Because that was fucking disturbing and gross. It's why, like, any sane person that asks, like, oh, but you love Warhammer, why would you not want to be in the universe? That's one of the reasons why! One of a million reasons why I don't want to be in that universe. Granted, the other, like, 1,000 of them could just be alone given to Fabius Bile. And his fucking shenanigans. Because, like, Fabius Bile is the best way to describe it. He's the doctor from the Human Centipede if he got away with it. And was given the funding of the US military. That is the best way to describe Fabius Bile. I tell my mate this also, yet they never believe me until I show them the stuff in the Nightmares Reactor. I tell them the Tyranids make the Xenomorphs look like puppies. Oh, yeah, no, easy. Easily. And they're a lot more insidious than you think they are. Because, like, the Gene Stealers are a thing. And, like, reading Gene Stealer cult stuff, you actually feel bad for those fuckers. Because they don't know what they're walking into. In fact, 9 times out of 10, when the Gene Stealer cults think they actually did a good thing, they realize they were tricked. And all those Gene Stealers that they were fighting with not, like, 2 hours ago, turn on them. And start viciously slaughtering them. It is fucking horrendously vicious. And it's why, like, if anybody tells me unironically that they want to live in the 40K universe, I just say, then you might as well just shoot yourself now. Because, like, that, you will not make it a day. Oof. Tyranids are genuinely the major threat. They're not the major threat, but they are one of the biggest. Because I need to point out to you guys, it's not the Tyranids that split the galaxy in literal half. But yeah, like, world-ending alien threats like the Tyranids, that's just Tuesday in the 40k universe. The aliens from, like, Independence Day? Shit, dude, that's just fucking Wednesday. Mike, like, blew up one of their ships earlier today. Is there a way for Chaos to thrive if Tyranids win? Chaos can influence Tyranids. It is proven with Nurgle Tyranids that happened once. And the problem becomes it's nature on nature at that point. Because you can't get rid of the warp. And there's really no way for the Tyranids to fully win. Because life will always find a way. Like, demons and Tyranids have fought a lot. And Tyranids do not... And Tyranids can't win against demons. Like, there's just no way. The demons can play a war of attrition with them. And the Hive Fleets will starve. And the Hive Fleets are also vulnerable to diseases like Nurgle. They're still living creatures. Sure, they're bugs, but bugs are affected by disease too. It's why the biggest bad guy in 40k is always Chaos. And why everybody usually works together to kill Chaos. And why Chaos works together to kill Chaos. I'm sorry, Nurgle Tyranids? Yeah, they're a thing. They happened. It is canon that at one point Tyranids got lost in the warp and Nurgle took pity on them. And gifted them with his gifts. And they were, let's just say they didn't listen to the hive mind anymore after that. It was a bad day for everybody. The problem with Tyranids being a major threat is that they're so goddamn slow. You can outrun the Tyranids. You can. Tyranids do not have faster than light travel. They float in space. Like, that's something that a lot of people don't know, but, like, Tyranids just float in space. They don't do much else till they get to a planet. Sure, those ships, their bioships are fucking horrendously dangerous, But they're slow. They don't have faster than light travel. It takes them forever to get somewhere. It's why they're never considered any viable threat by the Imperium. Like, they're still horrific. They still need to be dealt with. But, like, you're going to be paying more attention to the Orc fleet than you are to the Tyranid fleet. Because the Tyranid fleet, you can leave it for, like, a good 10 years, and it will barely have made movement. Yeah, and it's why, like, the plan is, like, whenever you do catch a Tyranid fleet, you evacuate the planet they're headed towards. And the Tyranids learned that, and then they decided, like, hey, so our food keeps running away. How about we start sabotaging those comms? And then Gene Stealer cults. Face, purple, wide eyes. Yeah. No, they're... The one thing you never want to fight with Tyranids is their ground troops, because Tyranids will just adapt to your bullshit. Oh, they're using tons of anti-infantry shit. Well, sucks to be them. Switch to giants. The only way to win against Tyranids is to literally starve them to death. It's like the Flood in Halo. Starve them out. Give them no quarter. Plus, like, you can make them as intimidating as you want in, like, the lore and shit, but, like, Tyranids have lost way too many times in lore. They've had, like, very little victories here and there in, like, actual events and shit. The Octarius War was their biggest win. And that's mostly because Ghazghkull handed them a bone by taking away, like, 80% of the Orc forces. You can't even attribute their biggest win to their own success. It was literally because Ghazghkull showed up. Took, like, half of everybody and then left. And, like, to date, there have been chapters that have killed the Hive, like... The Blood Ravens, in canon, kill a Hive Mind. It is canon. They straight up murder a hive mind. Which is funny. Blood Ravens beyond that scary stuff. It's not as complex as you think. They literally create a poison and feed it to the Tyranids, and it's like... It was actually really clever. They took the gene sample from the Tyranids, like their own adaptive biology, made it into a poison, and then fed it back to the Tyranids. So, like, the Tyranids couldn't adapt it into their system, so they couldn't evolve from it, and when they tried to fight back, it adapted to their fighting back, and it killed them. That was actually, like, really, really clever. But it was only ever done once, because the Imperium is fucking stupid. Also, you have to do it, like, as a Tyranid fleet is feeding. So, like, you have to go into, like, one of the most infested areas where the Tyranids have gathered in large numbers. and you have to administer the poison in like key locations. It's kind of why the Imperium doesn't do it over and over again, because like the operations are very hit and miss, and it was literally a 1 in a million shot of it working. But that's just where I go like, yeah, but it worked. Sure, the main characters had main character syndrome and would not die, but like, you got numbers. Just drop regiments of guardsmen on top of the location and then just tell them to hold out. You'll be done with the Tyranids in about a month. Which kind of sucks, because I shouldn't be saying that when it comes to a faction in 40k. I don't want to alarm you, but there is a cool guy in your stream, look into a mirror. Oh, thank you. But yeah, like, I can't take Tyranids too seriously. Whenever everyone's like, oh, Tyranids are gonna win. Tyranids are gonna win. No, they're not. They're the ones to most likely get fuckled by GW writing because they can't let them win. GW can never let any faction win in 40k outside of, like, Pyrrhic victories. It always has to be a devastating loss. That keeps everything in stalemate. Trust me, we're getting, like, new Tyranid stuff with, like, 10th edition and everything. Which, cool. Tyranids are taking the spotlight again. But, not a lot going on. Though hopefully Ultramarines get more Tyrannic War Veteran stuff, because that shit is cool to me. Ooh! Paper Mario. Hell yeah. All right. Tank's coming along. Nah, more willing to rather drop Sister Soritas. They're just more willing to sacrifice themselves. Ooh. Ooh, Murray! Although, very true, we don't say it out loud. What would your deck be? Ancient Gears. Totally Ancient Gears. What will the Inquisitors do? Their jobs. Hey, man. Those Inquisitors work really, really hard to kill a lot of those civilians, okay? You gotta meet your daily civilian killing quota in the Inquisition. Dr. Crowler is best character I will not be fucking fought with. This is not up for debate or argument. Crowler is best character. Fuck you. Genuinely just trying to be a teacher at the school. Like, sure, he could be a bit of a dickhead. He could be a bit of a fucking asshole to Jaden and his friends. But, like, fuck you, he's great. And sure, he didn't have that many wins in the show. Like, I think he only legitimately beats Bonaparte and Chumley. Like, he beats Chumley and Bonaparte. But he has a PhD in dueling, damn it! You know what's the funniest thing about, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX now upon my reflection with the series? Duel Academy didn't just teach you how to duel with Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, duel. They taught you, like, everything, just in case, like, you weren't a good duelist, but you still somehow managed to get in. Like, yeah, sure, dueling was, like, the main part of it, but, like, they had, like, a science center, they had, like, everything you needed to be a school, and, like, math, science, English, history. It was a legit school in a lot of ways. Like, they had a tennis fucking team. Generally a good school and dueling program. Yeah, like, if we ignore the English dub, it's stupid fucking changes. Because how dare you show a fucking... How dare you animate a rice ball? Change it. It's a jelly-filled donut, you stupid fuck. The duel school is cool. And I genuinely love Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. And although its English dub is... It's a treasure. With a lot of its choices. I still love Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. And I will defend it. I'm sitting here like, why the fuck is a lot of the stuff... Like, I play Yu-Gi-Oh! And I understand the competitive scene completely, in and out, left and right. But, like, when I'm watching, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, and they're, like, explaining... Like, there's this move that Chumley performs in the first season, where it's, Fuck, he plays Wild Nature's Release on Big Koala, and then he plays a combo that's like, oh, he switches out his Big Koala for another Big Koala because a beast monster that's affected by Wild Nature's Release is destroyed at the end of the turn. But since Chumley pulled the bounce back strategy, he was a very advanced move. And I'm like, that's advanced? That's, like, pretty fucking basic. And then I remember the show is made for children, so, like... You do remember that this show is made for literal fucking toddlers, right? No! The show was made for me. Hey, Nix. If you want, I'm hanging out in the voice chat if you want to come join. Be there in a sec. Yay! Getting to touch this up a lot. Listening to this song just reminds me of like the Game Grumps playthrough of Kirby's Epic Yarn and how that shit was fucking fire. I gotta grab me some water quick though, holy shit. Be right back! Don't go anywhere! Be right back! Ah! Fuck! I also bring you... baby. No, don't go anywhere. Baby. She's very sleepy. I woke her up. Look at that. Look at those eyes. That's the eyes of I'm gonna stab you. Beloved furry baby. Yeah. I love you. I'm sorry I woke you up. I'm sorry. She looks so tired and annoyed. I'll put you down now. Whap bam. Skitch, 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 skitch. And you realize you were doing stream without taking a glass of water. That's a bad mistake. Oh, sick.
Hi.
Hello. Good, turn off the music then. How you doing?
I'm alright. Just got home.
Anything new? Ah, fuck.
Nope.
No. You haven't murdered someone yet?
I have not.
What? Why not? That shit is glorious. Don't you know that murder is the most sincerest form of flattery?
Yeah.
furry baby is she's just hanging out in the chair behind me.
Aww.
Living her best life. So, did you see the new D&D movie?
And on oh god, Saturday. That's what it was. It was Saturday.
I saw it on Friday.
It was actually pretty good.
Right?
I was I was really surprised at how well, I guess, balanced they wrote the movie out.
I just want to say, though, they're one of the most useless bards I've ever seen.
Oh my god, thank you. Oh, not even useless. Actually, like, he played a pretty good part of the story. The problem was just that, like, I didn't see him cast anything.
He didn't. He played songs.
And I know, and I'm like, I guess that's, like, a way to, like, show, in general, like, bardic magic. But at the same time, that's also, I feel like, kind of copping out a little bit. I'm like, dude, bards have some of the most wicked, awesome spell lists.
Come on, at least give me, like, a fucking, what's it called? Vicious Mockery.
Yeah, I thought he was doing, spoiler alert, there's one part in the movie where, like, he's, going up to a bunch of guards, and, oh, sorry, at that time, I thought he was casting Charm Person. I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And it wasn't Charm Person. I was like, what did this guy cast? And like, we know he's definitely a bard because D&D Beyond put out all of their character sheets on their website, and I'm like, he's a bard. But what the fuck? Whatever. It's fine. It's cool.
Also, where the fuck? Oh, we got a tiefling. Ooh, good, awesome. She's cute. Awesome. Where the fuck was my token non-human character?
Right. I kind of agree with that a little bit as well. I'm like,
I want my Dragonborn.
I mean, they had the Dragonborn in the beginning, but I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
But yeah, guys, like, if my only complaint about the movie is that, like, where the fuck was my Dragonborn? They played it safe. Boo! Yeah. Boo! They made a BDSM joke! Played it fucking safe, my ass. They literally make a joke about how the barbarian was married to a halfling. And by the way, that halfling pulls.
Yes.
Like, holy shit.
Yes. He was actually, I think he was the highest level in the team.
Well, yeah, because like he worked with the Harpers.
Right.
So like he would be pretty high level up there. BDSM is basically vanilla. Fuck you.
I will say, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking about like non-humans. I'm like, I don't think I saw a single goblin in there.
Yeah, no, like this. Well, we got like one orc. We got one orc.
We got one orc. Yeah, we did, which is good. I'm like, okay, good. And then we got
I think it's the stigma around. I think it's the stigma around orcs and goblins right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that, like, they're getting like entirely revamped and redesigned. Like I like Pathfinder's take,
Mhm.
and that goblins are like these little chaotic balls of energy instead of being like harmful Jewish stereotypes.
Mhm.
Actually, since you are a person of color, my friend, I have to ask. The orc thing with people like the orcs are clearly like an insult towards people of African American descent. How do you feel about that? I have to genuinely ask.
Well, I'll specify right now by saying I am not of African descent. Um, I'm Hispanic.
Ah,
But what I will say in terms of that, like, sort of like realm in general, um, I really, it kind of depends on, it kind of depends mostly on, like, the way orcs are written, like, historically wise for one's, like, own world and also design. Because people say the same thing about Avatar, and, like, how much of African culture is taken and or referenced in Avatar. Um, and the sort of like intentions of the people who create Avatar and incorporate those cultures and traditions within it is just as questionable. Um, but I will say there have also been uh, POC creators who include like orcs and other non-human races in their realm and in their world just in a way that is hinting towards other cultures but not almost explicitly you know and they do it in a way that is respectful and is more, I guess, not celebratory, but I guess a lot more representative in a respectful way.
there's
uh,
more to a culture than meets the eye.
yeah, of course, of course. um, and there's always that whole thing of like whether or not people are allowed to share their cultures with other people, and if they share them, are they allowed to take it up, or is it closed, or anything like that? It's a really complicated question. I will say though, definitely for like, for example, if we're taking like, people are people might be a little bit upset, but like if we're taking like um, I believe they're not technically goblins in Harry Potter. What are they? Are they goblins?
They're goblins. They are. It's all but straight up confirmed now that like they're an anti-Semitic reference.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's that obviously is it's quite clear once you really look at it, and also
See the
take
people who
away,
J.K. Rowling is hanging out with.
yeah, and you take out obviously the context and the intentions of those creators. Um, in that sense, like, yeah, that's freaking awful. Um,
Everyone made fun of Jon Stewart for saying it, but he's like, "I'm right."
yeah. Why are you booing at me? I'm right.
Your booing. Your booing only makes. Ah, fuck. What was the Rick and Morty quote?
Oh, shit.
Your booing does nothing, or whatever.
Mhm, mhm. And if anything, like with orcs, especially, uh, orcs, in my opinion, generally could be associated with any humanoid, monstrous like creature that just isn't a human. Obviously, there are other parts that are combined with that, but like, you could pretty much place that name orc into like a lot of different like realms of otherworldly or fantasy species. It's just sort of dependent on what else do you put with that. That really is sort of like, well, let's maybe talk about that. And be like, what are you saying here? What's going on?
That's fair. Also, I just got asked a question. What do I think of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels of the Dimensions? Oh boy, which one is that again? Is that the movie or are you talking about the game?
That's the third movie.
Oh, that's the third movie. I've never been able to watch it. All I know is that Kaiba spends billions of dollars to flex on Elon Musk, builds a satellite with a space elevator, and it's in the shape of Kaiba Corp, and he has it, and he did it both for research purposes elsewhere, but to reconstruct the Millennium Puzzle in a zero-G environment and recreate a hologram of the Pharaoh down to his fucking foreskin to duel him again in a simulation. And then it cuts to like this weird ass plot where this guy uses cubes. That is as far as my knowledge goes of that movie. I do not want to be corrected. I do not want context further. I like the idea of Kaiba chilling in space, making out with a hologram of Yugi. Because it's funnier to me. Perfect. Also, I didn't know that Yu-Gi-Oh! Had a dating sim.
No way, really?
It's like a 4-way dueling sim. But like Yu-Gi-Oh! Dating sim game. It's like where is it?
No, that's bullshit. There's no way that's real.
I kid you the fuck not. MVT did a video on it. Hold on, I need to find it. Where is it? Do not fail me now, memory. No, not fucking... Give me YouTube. Fuck you, my search engine. MVT. Why did this Yu-Gi-Oh! Game fail?
What's going on with Yu-Gi-Oh! Cross Duel? Yu-Gi-Oh! Cross Duel was pitched as part of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Cross Duel!
A new way to experience the world of Yu-Gi-Oh! On mobile devices.
Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Cross Duel. Yeah, that was
the finished product released to fanfare in September of 2000.
Yeah, that was
anyway, they're
an
shutting
odd
it down.
game. I tried it for a little
So what
bit.
happened? Why did this live service game
Fucking
spend 3
weird.
times as long in development as it did live? Well, a couple of reasons. Firstly, the performance issues. Despite being designed for mobile, Cross Duels were battery-burning VFX fests. Crashes were so frequent, Konami experienced them throughout their live release event. Secondly, the game wasn't very fun. Monsters gained different effects based on the user's gacha, so you didn't really know what was happening despite a familiarity.
Oh,
with the characters
God.
on the board. Gameplay was slow and plodding. It took 30 minutes to get 3rd place.
What?
And finally, no one really knew who this was for. The dating sim elements felt like they were for people who cared about the anime, but the gameplay felt like it was designed for Yugi boomers, but the leveling mechanic was
I have to look this up. Hold on. I have to, like, deep dive into this with Yu-Gi-Oh! Cross Duel. Hold on. I'm deep diving. Y'all are coming on a fucking deep dive with me.
Cool.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Cross Duel is a 4-player card battle Yu-Gi-Oh! Video game for iOS and Android. Game modes. Ranked match. Don't care. Obtaining cards. Player begins the game with an initial deck of 20. I want... Fuck you! How do I fuck Kaiba in the ass? Tell me!
I mean, you want the mechanics of it? You want
I'm looking at
the
looking at it right now, but it's
overall?
just telling me how the card game works. I don't care about how the fucking card game works. I wanna... How? I can hear myself in the background. Someone turned me off.
Sorry about that.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Cross Duel dating sim. But okay, this is Reddit. Oh my god. Where's the fucking... What? So you duel these people to get your relationships up with them? This is the equivalent of me walking onto fucking Tinder and just, like, saying, like, if I beat you in a duel, I have to take you to Wendy's for, like, lunch on a date. Fuck.
You mean people don't do that?
Fuck! You mean it was that easy? You mean it was that easy to date people? You just walk up to the person of your dreams and you say, I challenge you to a duel, and if I win, I get to take you to Wendy's.
Dude.
Dating was that easy.
And a Yu-Gi-Oh game? Sign me up.
It's getting discontinued, so it's not gonna be online much longer.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Oh, it's okay. There's another fucking dating sim called Heartcross Tournament.
Oh, at first I thought you meant the biggie bag. I was like, no.
You go dating sim. There's no fucking.
World Duel Carnival.
Oh, that was actually not too bad. Believe it or not.
It was a dating sim.
I guess they made a freaking dating sim for Tag Force.
Would you like to date 10-year-old boy?
No, stop.
What the fuck, Yu-Gi-Oh! Jesus Christ, can I have something normal?
Well, with Yu-Gi-Oh, no. I mean, I'll be honest.
Like, granted, I'll never ever get the chance to sleep with Seto Kaiba because he wants to sleep with the blue eyes.
Bad. I shipped him and I think it was Iris or Isis. Remember?
Isn't that like who Blue Eyes was? It was Isis, or am I like getting it wrong?
No. Isis was the she was, I think, Malik's sister.
Oh no, that's Ishizu.
Is it Ishizu?
Yeah, it's Ishizu.
And who am I thinking of?
I know who you're thinking of. But she got new cards, by the way, Ishizu. Like in the actual card game. They got.
Oh, they have. Oh, okay. Sorry, they're the same. Okay, same name, I guess. Weird.
Yeah. She actually got cards. Like her cards got brought back into modern format, and they got banned real quick because they were disgustingly good. Hot Egyptian mommy, yes.
I loved her character, and like, I mean, remember in the show, like, she and Kaiba had some moments together, and I was like, I could see this. I could see this working out.
And then you realize that Kaiba's got too much of a boner for Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Yeah. It never went anywhere. And I was like, man, that sucks.
So the funniest thing is, someone actually went through their duel, her and Kaiba's duel, and found out that if Ishizu actually played her cards right in some different ways, she actually had game on turn 3. Yeah, if like she just did a certain combo differently, she would have beaten Kaiba, no questions asked. In fact, there were 3 times she could have won. If she just attacked Kaiba directly, she could have won. He had nothing at one point in the duel, and she like literally handed the duel to him because plot. Which sucks, but
Oh, it does suck. I would have loved to have seen that. That would have been great.
God, there are a lot of like really good Yugi women in there.
Oh, absolutely.
Like outside of the actual kids from like Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V and Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. Like we got Akiza, we got fucking Alexis, we got fucking
I love Akiza.
Taya Gardner, we got My Valentine. Even though Yu-Gi-Oh keeps to tend forgetting her.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Not her decks! But my Valentine!
No, of course not.
Like, by God, we keep getting Amazon support. And I'm like, yes, please keep giving me buff thick women. Appreciate. Once, just once, I want one of the Yu-Gi-Oh protagonists to be a girl. Come on, Eula is sitting right there. The name Eula is sitting right there, and they're not even fucking using it. Yeah, but we can't get little boys to watch a show about a girl. Bullshit!
Yeah, bull. I agree.
I sat there and watched Kim fucking Possible.
Yeah, seriously.
Little boys don't want
Yeah,
a
but
female
let's be honest, you didn't watch for the main protagonist. You watched for Shigo and the main protagonist.
Oh, don't you fucking call me out like that! That's rude! We all watched it for Shigo! We all watched it for Shigo! Little bit for Draken, but mostly for Shigo.
Oh, shit.
What did we learn? That Shigo is the best character. Get in. We are all there for goth villainesses.
Yes.
Oh,
And even goth like protagonists.
God.
I love Sam from Danny Phantom when I was growing up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Upon my modern day rewatching of Danny Phantom, I went like, wow, a lot of this is good, but this Danny and fucking what's her face Sam relationship shit is driving me nuts.
Sure. Hold on. I gotta plug in my thing.
Everybody keeps hinting towards it, and I'm like, then do it. Stop hinting and do it.
Yeah. He did eventually do it.
At the end of the fucking series where I was already rooting for Valerie. I was rooting for the Ghost Hunter to get with Danny.
I know. But look, actually, like, Valerie was a great character.
Oh, she was. Way better than Sam.
I mean... Yeah. I mean, yes.
I mean, like, Valerie straight up tells Sam, either you take your shot or I'm taking mine. Fuck you.
Yeah. I kind of appreciate how she just kind of, like, tells it like it is. Like, look. No bullshit.
No bullshit. I'm coming for your man.
Yeah.
So, you either take your shot now or forever hold thy stupid peace.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Danny aren't like that, then I'm taking my shot. And then Sam proceeds to get jealous and angry, and then... Holy fuck, can we talk about how Technus is, like, best fucking wingman, dude?
Oh, which one was he again?
Technus was, like, the technical ghost, and, like, he knew that, like, they were dating and shit. And, like, he wanted Danny and Valerie to get infatuated with each other, like... He supported them on their date.
I looked up the image now. Yes, I remember him. Dude.
Like, greatest wingman.
Very good. And also, like, I wanted to also throw out that the character designs for that show. Boss.
Very angular. Chlorophyll! I love Danny's dad. I love Jack.
Yeah.
I tend to fall in love with, like, the really stupid characters, like Jack.
Yeah.
Like, who's completely useless in every other aspect of his life. But, like, when it comes to, like, his true passion, he is an absolute beast.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite line will always be, chlorophyll. When like Mark Hamill takes over the planet. That's a fucking line. No, seriously, guys, season 3, the plant ghost, Overgrowth, he is played by our boy, Mark Hamill.
And it's such a good episode. It's such a good, like, the plant growth one.
Yeah.
So good.
I'm all for Corrupted Sam.
Oh, absolutely. One of my favorite tropes.
Corrupted heroine.
Yes.
Oh, well then the new season of Young Justice should do you some good.
Oh my god. I really should go back to watching it. I'm a little bit...
They got season
scared
3 and
after the
season
whole
4
mess.
done online, so...
I know. After the whole mess with Cartoon Network, and I was like, oh, well,
It's,
Oh,
we have now evil corrupted Supergirl, Miss Marvel... Well, Mary Marvel, as they call her.
mm-hmm.
And I think Titania? Well, Big Barda or
Well,
whatever.
that
the fuck.
doesn't surprise me one bit.
Out of my way, I'm voting for Vlad. Gets possessed. I mean, get out of the way, I'm voting for Vlad! I'm a very simple person to please in a lot of ways. Like, I love Hootie from Owl House. That's how easy I am to please. Wanna hear my worst nightmare?
According to the creator, actually, we're supposed to get some backstory.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah! Give me that backstory. I want it to be as inconsequential as fuck.
I just want to know what the fuck Hootie is, to be
He's
100%
a
honest.
worm demon. He's a worm demon. That's it.
No, I just think... Nah, I don't think he's a worm demon. He's a demon of some kind, but he's not a worm demon.
He says he's a worm demon, though, in the one episode.
Hootie does a lot of things that seems to contradict himself a lot.
Okay, hold on. I'm looking this up. Owl House Wiki, let's go. This is totally a good source of information. Totally not influenced by the fans. And Shadow totally can't get there ahead of me and edit it to say weird creature. Full name, Hootie Clawthorn. Species. He's a bug demon. Bug demon.
Okay, that makes a little more sense than... But...
Sleepwalking. Sleepwalking. Sleep-hooting! Listen, my favorite episode will always be where he beats the shit out of the, fuck, what's the coven's name called? It's the
Golden Guard.
not the Golden Guard, that's the rank for, Hunter. The Emperor's Coven. He beats the shit out of a bunch of Emperor's Coven lackeys, and it's like having a disturbing tea party with them. This is my favorite part of our playdates! As he's pouring tea and missing. And then later, I love the continuity. They have one of the guards who's just like, yeah, I really don't want to go back there. A tea party was horrible. And I'm like, I'd have a tea party with Hootie. He's just lonely. Everyone treats him like shit, but he's just lonely. My poor boy gets left behind with everything. He's sad, dude. I love Seuss. I love Hootie. I love the frog. I love fucking what's his face? From Amphibia, the one who is just like lives like a homeless person because he chooses to. Wally. I love Wally.
I actually kind of felt bad for him when I found out his backstory. Like,
Wally?
damn. Yeah, Wally's backstory. I was like, damn, dude.
Your dad's kind of a prick.
Yeah.
Well, that one scene where they're at his dad's house, and they open up the door to see the one guy with the birds, and he's just like, that shit was funny.
My favorite episode of Amphibia has to be the fucking one where they return back to Frogwood, and they summon the fucking demon dude.
Oh yeah, the chicken.
The giant chicken. I don't know why, but the dialogue they gave the chicken was fucking hilarious.
Well, it's
I
just
was,
so fucking out of nowhere, right? We're like, oh yeah, we forgot to get gifts for everybody. What do? Demonic ritual, of course. Straight up confirming that, the fucking frogs know magic.
Play the forbidden notes.
Corrupted sacred message.
I just love the dialogue they gave the fucking the chicken when he gets hit. He's like, dude, come the
You summoned me, asshole! Oh my god, that shit is great. Sure, we only got 3 years of Amphibia, but that was 3 years well spent.
I didn't watch Amphibia until last year, so I'm behind on it. But I freaking binge watched it for 2 nights, and once I got finished, I was freaking hyped for the ending.
And I'm sitting here just yay, Molly McGee's getting more seasons.
I actually been meaning to watch Molly McGee.
Listen, the one thing I can recommend for you guys, the reason why to watch it, is just the one episode where they're trying to get as much money as possible for a cookie drive or whatever the fuck, and the ghost, Scratch.
Oh my god, yes, I seen that clip online.
He robs a bank, and it's just did you rob a bank? Molly McGee, do you think so little of me gets hit with the paint? It was a credit union.
Send it back! Send it back!
I
almost
love that so much.
I actually almost fell out of my chair when I saw that scene.
It's so funny. It's so out of the blue too. Oh my god.
People are already still foreshadowing fucking the last episode of Owl House next Saturday.
Yep, I'll be watching it with my friends.
Any theories?
No, I'm keeping my I don't make theories. I let what comes out comes out.
I've just only started watching with my boyfriend.
So no spoilers.
No spoilers, unfortunately. I mean, I've been enjoying what we've been watching so far. We need to watch more though, but we're both also caught up or are trying to catch up on Witch of Mercury, and that's coming out next week. And Mandalorian, we caught up.
Hell yeah!
Oh, nice. How far are you in Owl House? I'm just curious.
Oh, really early. We maybe finished the 3rd episode of season 1.
Oof.
Oh boy.
But we really just started.
Avoid the internet for a while when it comes to next weekend.
Okay. Well, here's the thing too. I feel I haven't confirmed this with him, but I feel he watches Owl House in terms of watching a fuck ton of clips on TikTok.
They're unavoidable.
If you're doing that, we may as well just watch the series together.
I mean, that's how I started watching Bluey.
I feel he knows more than I do.
I mean, that's how I started watching Bluey, so...
Oh god, Bluey's fun.
Leave that stump alone. What? Hold on. This operation was your idea! You said you wanted it gone. Alright, I want to put in a little fish pond there. By the way, the continuity for Bluey's. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, like, look, I feel like Bluey's a show that can really absolutely get away with, like, lack of continuity. Because it's technically geared towards children. So continuity is, like, sort of like a forethought.
Listen, I'm sitting here pissed at the Americans right now because of it. I missed out on the daddy giving birth episode because of you fuckers. I missed out on the fucking, what's the golden retriever's name? Pat's dad or whatever the fuck. Pat's dad, could you help us with a thing? Sure, Bluey. I didn't know this was the something! Missed out on that. Thanks, America. Can't have men giving birth, even though it's a fucking dog! And the content, you know what, after reading Alex Hirsch's, reasons for censorship from Disney, I have no faith.
I mean, they are kind of they're terrified of the freaking church and all that crap.
Pretty much, but it's still funny reading them.
Oh no, it's freaking hilarious.
Oh, Nix, have you ever heard of that?
Heard of what?
Alex Hirsch released all the notes when he was working on Gravity Falls for why certain scenes had to be censored.
Oh no, I didn't hear this.
Oh fuck, I'm getting that up. I'm reading that for everybody. Hold on.
Oh my god, yes, please.
Alex Hirsch, Disney censors. Gravity Falls creator Alex reveals the pettiest things.
Oh my god. I will say, like, I watched all of Gravity Falls. I absolutely loved each and every second
Oh,
of it.
it was great. Where is it? Oh, fuck, I gotta find the Twitter thread. Shit. Okay, I found it. Thank you! I'm just gonna... The following are real emails from the Disney TV Standards and Practices Department.
September 9th.
Monday, September 9th, 2011. Page 31. Please revise poop face, as it comes across as a replacement for shit face. Prior use of Mabel saying poop, poop, and butts in the episode Fight Fighters came across as more childlike and not as offensive.
Please revise. Use of came across.
Alex Hirsch responds, I've never met a human on Earth of any age who would be offended by a cartoon saying the word poop face. Page 492. It has come to our attention that hoo-ha is a slang for vagina. Please revise. It is a proper word meaning excitement or hula-baloo, and that is clearly its meaning here. The context is an owl-themed restaurant called Hoo-Ha's Jamboree. Please revise chub pup on t-shirt. Chub has a sexual connotation. This is silly.
No, my god.
It's an image of a fat dog from the context. There is no reason to think that chub means anything other than that.
Yeah.
We have ran this phrase up the line, and unfortunately the concern surrounding it still remains. If you'd like to send me some alternate phrases, I can run those and let you know what becomes of it. Alternate phrases from Alex Hirsch. Chubby pup, tub pup, chubbity pup pup. Please revise action of Blubs putting his arm around Durland. As noted in previous concerns, their affectionate relationship should remain comical versus flirtatious. This is the police officers, by the way.
What?
They are together, apparently.
Nope,
in the
they're...
show.
He responds, nope, they're... buddies. Chill out. The gesture is approved in this context.
Holy shit, that's so good.
Hold on. Page 50. Please replace G's as the term is considered an abbreviation of Jesus. Please revise Holy Christmas, as it could be perceived as religiously offensive. Please revise Seuss' line about dressing as a giant teddy bear. It may call to mind the people who dress up as stuffed animals as a furry fetish.
Oh, God.
Do I even have to respond to this? Says Alex. Please revise Wendy's response at crud dang, as crud has an inappropriate slang definition. I'm just like, how is this my life? Page 16, S&P is not okay with saying the word Lucifer. Please revise. I see no reason to change this. The devil isn't real.
I mean...
Please revise. S&P is concerned we will get complaints about such mentions of Lucifer, Satan, and or the devil. So what if we get a complaint? The current line, scrimshaws from the tusks of Lucifer himself, is the kind of stuffy, non-political, old-timey purple prose like you'd see in Moby Dick. It is 100% less offensive to any religion than the Mr. Toad's Wild Ride hell scene in Disneyland. Our usage is patently defensible, and you could respond to a complaint like this. You can respond to a complaint like this. Where is it? Sir and or madam, we respect your religion, but this fanciful public domain language is used in a spooky Halloween context and in no way represents a commentary on any belief systems whatsoever. Please eat this Mickey-shaped cookie and enjoy this cute, classic, family-friendly Disney cartoon.
Oh my God, yes.
Why should we be held hostage to whatever imaginary knee-jerk career complainers who would conceivably go out of their way to pretend to be offended by this?
Yeah, I agree.
We'll review in context.
Amazing.
Page 32. The gag with the basketball player throwing the pet chip through the basketball hoop will most likely be problematic. We would need to run the scene by our Disney animal consultants for acceptability, especially with any primate inclusions. Also, the monkey's name, Salacious Monk, is also problematic for S&P, as the salacious term is inappropriate. Please revise. This is maybe the dumbest collection of notes I've ever received. Seriously, reread this paragraph out loud. Page 172. Please revise the text on Tambouri's flyer. Bottles will be spun. This implies they are playing Spin the Bottle. We don't want to send the wrong message to our audience. Oh, this is my favorite. This message is teenagers like kissing. How on earth is this the wrong message? And it's on a flyer. We don't even show it. You gotta be kidding.
Holy crap.
S&P is still uncomfortable with this flyer, giving the impression that it is make-out party. What's a make-out party, and where can I find one? Fine, we'll remove the line, bottles will be spun. Please replace the new line with not S&P approved.
Oh my God.
Please omit not S&P approved on the party flyer. I don't see what the problem with this is. Not S&P approved has been approved by S&P. Holy shit. The amount of dumb fucking garbage he had to go through for years. Oh my god. I have literally thousands of these, which still haunt me to this day. Like page 19. Please revise the Mabel line, let's go get two dodos and force them to make out. This plays as two adults for our audience. Let's look at the context here. Mabel is talking about traveling back in time, picking up two extinct birds, and bonking their beaks together while making smooching noises. How could this possibly be offensive? Approved in context. Minute 123. In the movie poster for the movie Horse Dad, please omit the pipe in the horse's mouth. Why? Is the concern that will influence horses to smoke pipes? Oh my god, Alex Hirsch is like this incredibly sassy individual. And I love it so much. He fucking hates, like, media censors and everything.
Just imagining him just
Yeah.
sitting there, like
Oh
he gets an email while he's working, and he just sees the freaking sees this and just like sits back in his chair with his tea, like, oh, can I fuck with these people?
I mean, like, I strive to be this fucking petty in my life. Oh shit, this is the biggest one. Please revise the limerick referencing there was once a man from Kentucky. S&P is worried about that unsavory rhyme could be gleaned from it. Why? Man from Nantucket is the famous dirty rhyme, which I decided to avoid altogether. To make your lives easier, I made up a totally new one. Man from Kentucky, which was the same lovely syllable structure, but no pre-invented ending. I can't even imagine a logical way to get fuck out of that. What would you even have to say? What would that even have to sound like? There was once a man from Kentucky who misspelled the word fuck and got fucky? That doesn't even make sense. More like would be, there once was a man from Kentucky who spent hours with his pet rubber ducky. The duck got away, 'twas such a sad day. It turns out Kentucky's unlucky. Who's to say how this made-up poem ends? How could someone complain about something that's only in their heads? S&P still feels that fucky would come from ducky.
Oh.
Damn it, Disney, why?
Who should I call to have this conversation personally? Oh my god. Though, like,
Oh my
oh god. Oh, there's so much. He goes into so much detail about it. It's so funny. Though Disney did pull a fast one recently, and this is a bit of like political talk, but it's actually really funny. So, I don't know if you guys are aware, but Ron DeSantis of Florida, he's trying to basically like take over Disney creatively, essentially through a committee, and like this committee. This committee's existed for, like, ever, like, for the Florida government to talk to Disney and shit. And, before Ron DeSantis' ghouls took over, the previous group and Disney made a deal. This whole plan that Ron DeSantis had, where, like, he was gonna fuck Disney in the ass, Disney just turned it around on him, wedgied him, and say, nah, bitch, you're paying for your own roads, you're paying for your own infrastructure, you're not telling us what to fucking do.
Mm-hmm.
And how are you upholding this? Oh, you know, this new contract we had you guys sign. By the way, this was all in public, so they can't call that this was a backroom deal. This was all public. You could watch it. And the contract clearly states this: the committee can't do shit. The committee can't tell them what to fucking do. All the taxes that Ron DeSantis was trying to force Disney to pay now goes on him, not Disney. And basically tells him, yeah, no, you don't even get even slight creative control over anything we do. And this contract lasts until the last heir of King George III is dead.
Oh my god.
It was the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
That's amazing.
And, like, legally, they can't do anything to Disney.
Nope.
All they can do is just, like, sit there and bitch at them.
And Disney's like, okay, we'll be just sitting here swimming in money.
Like, I don't side with big corporations very often.
Mm-hmm.
But, especially Disney. This is one of those times. It lasts until the last heir of the oldest and well-insured families in history dies. No biggie.
No biggie. It's fine.
Hi,
You know,
Miss
you can
Motzi.
wait, right?
Yeah, you can wait that wrong, right, DeSantis? That was really funny in my opinion. Sure, I may not like what Disney does, and like as we were making fun of them with like Alex Hirsch right there, you gotta give them credit when they do pull off something really smart and funny.
Mm-hmm. I still can't get over the freaking not approved by an SMP was approved by SMP.
Yeah, no, that was a highlight.
Oh shit, that's so good.
He actually went live on an interview and talked about it a little bit more. And someone asked, like, did they ever, like, give you a reason why? And he's like, actually, near the end of the show, it was a constant back and forth between me and Disney. And I'm like, who the fuck is this gonna offend? Why are you guys, like, so anal about this? And they kept dodging me for a little bit until, like, I literally had them by the balls. And they said, yeah, no, we're literally only avoiding this because Christian families and parents. And, like, he legitimately asked them, like, you are literally letting these people deny you money because you're scared they're gonna bitch at you? And the answer was yes.
Yeah. Crazy.
It is crazy, but it does show that, like, Disney does fear something.
Yeah.
It's the wrong thing, but...
Yeah.
As now I'm dirtying up a barrel on the cannon. On the upside, still funny. I don't know why DeSantis thought he could take on Disney. Like, the company has so much money, it's not even a joke. Well,
yeah.
He's an idiot. Like, guys, I need to explain something here, and I'm sorry to all my, those people who are center-right leaning. The Republican Party in America is fucking stupid as shit. Like, they are dumber than a pile of fucking bricks. Half of them can't even pronounce English correctly. Like, what do you expect? And all of them don't understand their own laws. They don't understand the laws put in front of them. They don't understand how, like, contract shit works. And they just think, like, oh, I'm in charge, so I can tell them what to do. Motherfuckers, you're the reason why we can't tell them what to do. You're the reason why Disney can get away with half this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what? How did you think this was going to go down? Oh, well, I thought, like, I could tell Disney that, like, you can't be woke anymore. You fucking dumbass.
Yeah, no. Just stop.
They aren't even woke. They'll put up a fucking rainbow flag in their park, but, like, tons of LGBTQ creators there are like, yeah, no, it's more of like a don't ask, don't tell kind of situation.
Mm-hmm.
At least it's better than home, but, like, I'm still at risk of getting sexually harassed.
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee Senator straight up said we can't fix problems. Yeah. So, like, I get, like, some people's arguments, but, like, you're literally voting for stupid people. So please stop. And the party of pro-censorship. And people get mad at me when I say that, and I'm like, I don't know. Why would they say that Mao's is a banned book? And then they're like, wait, what? And I go, yeah, you know, Mao's. The book about, the book that explains the Holocaust? With cute little mice? That was banned. Got one friend to turn on them with that one. That was my favorite book. Yeah, now it's banned. Sorry.
Tennessee senator straight up said, "We can't fix problems."
It's a bit annoying. Like, I don't have, like, the same problem up here in the north as you guys do, though my conservative party is still fucking stupid in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
But holy shit, I feel genuinely bad for you guys down there.
Honestly, like I like this, but like my dad follows politics very closely. But then he comes in and asks me, "What do you think about this? What's your opinion on this?" And I'm just like, "Look, every time I look up anything politically charged or of political interest, especially when it comes to like the source of origin is the United States, I feel like I lose 100 IQ points." I can't, man. Like, I can't do it anymore. I'm so tired.
Has anybody ever read all the books that the US bans? He gets you on their watch list real quick. Oh, sure, yeah, allow me to read Smile, the fucking graphic novel about getting braces. And the only reason they banned it is because the girl character walks up to her crush and her crush is like, "Oh, I'm gay." That's the only reason! Holy fuck. Hey guys, you know who else bans books? China. Why are you guys acting like China? Hmm?
Thought you didn't like China.
Oh, I'm probably on a watch list too. Guys, I'm public with my shit. You don't think I'm on a watch list? Fucking the CIA has someone on me. They're like studying everything, ready to strike the second I go out of line.
Yeah, totally. 100%.
And I'm Canadian. Look, let's not go down the history line of who birds boxing, who bird boxing, who banned books, who bans books like we know. Guys, I live to be petty in some ways. Like I will always say, be nice to people, be kind to people. But like if you can be petty to those who are absolute shit, fucking do it. Malicious compliance is a thing.
Yeah, it is.
As I continue to paint this tank.
As I continue to avoid finishing up my homework, even though it wouldn't take me that long.
You could have been doing your homework this entire time while we've been talking. Are you like the kind of person that needs like absolute quiet?
No, it's quite the opposite.
You need loud noise?
I need noise, and I need also sort of like interaction with other people, typically. Just for me, it seems to also like work better with like a large group of people. I don't know why. Like if I was in a study group, or if I was just in a room with a lot of people talking back and forth, I'd probably be like, "Yeah, I can get this done, no problem."
You're like me.
And I've also been obsessing about my D&D campaign on Tuesdays.
Oh, you guys finally got that confirmed?
Oh yeah, no, we've been playing for a couple weeks now.
Oh, is this a TPK or is this like a different group?
No, it's a home group.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As I'm sitting here like, yay, staying up till like 5 in the morning with TPK. I forget, does TPK stream their games?
We used to. We do not any longer. We're pre-recording, which I finally actually got one of our first pre-recorded sessions complete. We were supposed to be up a month ago, but because of some, let's say like personal issues that came up because of just life in general, we were not able to do that. So hopefully, I'm working on the next episode, and it shouldn't take me too long for me to catch up
To where we are right now?
where we are right now. Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, okay. As I work on Adobe Premiere. Yay, pain. I've been scripting out the entirety of this Resident Evil review. How many words am I at? I'm at 3,000 words. Fuck me.
Wow.
And I make like 2 pig jokes. It's funny. Where is it? As the old man gets back up after having his neck snapped and was keeping the police guy's body in the basement, I presume as a tasty bacon snack for later. And then I also say, like, hopefully we can regroup with our last of our police escort. He sounded like he was having a party over the radio, and why does it smell like bacon? Show the last officer getting burned at the stake. I think Joan of Arc should sue.
Jeez.
I go hard with dark humor sometimes.
Dude, no, that's so good.
I've been trying to find like my footing with like what I want to do creatively.
Hmm.
And I'm thinking about like now like exporting my services to like fellow friends that need like editing help.
Aw, that's awesome.
Because I'm learning a lot, and honestly, like being able to do like quick, cute little edits has been really rewarding.
Hmm. I've really wanted to get back into not only character design but also just like I used to do commissions for friends of mine for their characters, and it was just so much fun to like bring their characters to life.
Oh,
Yeah, like I think let me see if I can show you.
the world.
I made a I forget what they're called, but basically it's like half woolly mammoth person. It's sort of like a centaur, but like the top is human and the bottom is more of like a elephant woolly mammoth kind of creature, and it was a woman who was a barbarian.
Okay.
It took me forever, but I finally got like a very good design for her, and I was super happy.
But could she show me the world?
Probably. She could show you the heavens. She was so tall.
How tall was she?
She was big. She was big.
I need numbers here, Nix.
I don't know. I don't have numbers per se. I just have like the image of her basically holding a big ass axe with like abs and like long flowing red hair and
Oh, don't do this to me.
I gotta find it. I know I have it somewhere.
I demand that like a woman like stand over me, towering me. And I'm just like, yay.
I like this, yes.
A piece?
I am scaroused.
I am aroused by this. I'm willing to say it.
Oh Lord.
Don't you judge me and my love for big women.
Look,
And-
no judgment here.
If a woman can
No
suplex me,
here.
if a woman can suplex me, I will happily make her dinner for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
No, sorry. I was just about to say, like, have you ever seen that thing on TikTok where it's the trope of, like, my kink is women that can kill me?
Yes.
Essentially, yeah.
My kink is that women can kill me. Fuck yeah, dude! I'm down!
Maybe if I save from me, because I sent it to my
Yeah,
friend.
Boss and Markiplier have the same kind,
Yes.
same kind of freaking taste in women. Let's see what looks of it.
Why have you wakened Edronel, the star spawn, the ender of galaxies? Oh, you know... Horny?
Magica, not enough big jokes get on Invader Sim's level.
Big or tall, there's a difference. Listen, you just needs to be able to suplex me. Like how Leon Kennedy can suplex a Ganado. Just, snap my neck in half, oh, beautiful woman. I will happily die for this. Now, a lot of you will be saying, well, what about Phoenix? Phoenix cannot suplex me. Phoenix fulfills me in very different ways. And
I feel like I should be using Zarbon's freaking
Oh,
Zarbon
my.
Remembrance series right now. But if I do that, but there's a lady in the room, so I think it'd be inappropriate.
You have not heard this woman speak, and it shows. Like, listen, ever since I've joined TPK, I joined in with, like, this worry that, like, okay, this is a new group. This is a new group for me, so, like, I need to, like, gauge my responses. Need to see, like, what they're cool and what they're not cool with. Like, how do I go into this? The leader of the group, Ryan, basically just said, "Yeah, I can't wait to fuck your asshole," and I'm like, okay, we're doing this. Paraphrasing, massive paraphrasing.
That is a weird thing to hear when you get on the voice chat.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was my first experience with TPK.
Hey, it was still a good one.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I found her. Well, I found a almost finished, but pretty much finished-ish. Like, I have to see if I can find the actual finished version, but let me see if I can at least send it to you. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba, and I'm putting this right in here. Ba-ba-da-da.
Magica, I'm gonna respond now. Both are way too good for me.
Just wanted to say hi, boss.
Hi. Oh no, that's a.
We're talking about freaking.
No, don't do me with the Magnus nipple horns like that. Don't do me dirty.
Yeah.
Don't do me dirty like that. That's rude.
Yeah, boss really likes the freaking buff as fudge.
Hmm. The bottom of that half is woolly mammoth, so she's tall.
Okay, I'm gonna. By the way, chat, Nyx, Shadow. The Andrew Tate brain rot has spread to schools. A kid literally went up to his teacher and is yelling at him that I'm an alpha male. You should shut up and listen to me. And his teacher's just like, what?
Oh Lord.
Guys, if you ever catch a kid in public trying to pull like an Andrew Tate, you have my full absolute guarantee permission to go slap them upside the head. Like this is where like I don't condone child violence, but if it's this kind of cancer, the only solution is to slap their head back on straight. Like, it's either that or they're gonna get the shit kicked out of them and learn a very, very different way.
Yeah.
So like, violence to stop violence.
And this is what I'll be teaching my children if I ever have any. 3-strike rule. They hit the first strike.
No, there's no 3 strikes. It's if someone takes a swing at you, you do what you can to either get out of there, or you show them hell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I know that. Like if they get to the 3rd strike, you freaking cut combo breaker that motherfucker, and you turn him into freaking. and you turn that little bastard into freaking Stephen Hawking's.
It's a good time. It's a good time. But yeah,
Next week is gonna be fucking insane.
Alright, they're taking away verified account status now. No one's gonna pay for it, Elon.
Oh, for Twitter.
Actually, according to here right now, I'm looking at it right now. It's like $8.75 a month for the annual and $10 a month for monthly.
Yeah, I'm not paying shit for that. Fuck you.
No, I'm not doing it either. Fuck that.
Everyone.
Bullshit.
Everybody who buys Twitter Blue now, like anybody who has to buy a check mark, you just put like Elon Cuck under there.
Oh.
It's just good times for all. Also, he released the code like a fucking idiot, and we're looking through it, and it's just like, hey Elon, how insecure are you that you had to boost your own fucking posts? That's funny to me.
Yeah.
How insecure are you that you had to like boost your own posts? Well, I'm not insecure. I'm a rich billionaire. You're an idiot that made an impulse buy and is hemorrhaging money. Worse than McDonald's hemorrhages fries when I'm around.
God, there's a lot of friggin' movie clips going on Twitter right now.
Yeah, because apparently Jean yelled at them.
Oh no, that's not what happened. Okay, if you haven't, I'm gonna do some spoilers, but this episode is freaking Shane going for Ruby. Ruby's underwater. That's all I can say right now.
Is it bearable?
It's actually pretty good. It's like Volume 9 is really good. See, it's been a week since Atlas freaking fell, right?
A week for them.
Yeah, for them, but for Shock, it's been fucking like he's gone from the young babyface looking.
I know what happens. I know what happens, and I'm just sitting here like, cool. Now start breaking them down. But at the same time, I'm not going to watch Ruby ever again. I can't do it.
They are actually, boss, doing that right now.
Cool.
Ruby just... Ruby just lost her shit. at her team. She's like, Bumblebee is freaking.
Bumblebee's
and
canon.
Weiss. What?
Bumblebee's canon now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, Bumblebee is canon, which the internet was fucking happy about, but this episode just fucking blew that out of the water. There's theories after theories of what's going on, but from my take, Ruby's just completely done with everything.
Well, yeah. I would be too if the writers kept writing me to be useless.
I mean, thank you. I wasn't going to.
No, I'm gonna say this right the fuck now. Though the series is named after Ruby, the titular character, Ruby Rose, I'm sorry, and this is not implying anything towards her voice actress, by the way. This is strictly the character.
No.
I have never seen a more useless and, frankly, inconsequential main character in my entire life. Think about this. I could remove Ruby from the entire series. What do we lose? What do we lose? Nothing.
She's complete. Well, she may be growing as a character now in this volume.
Cool. 9 seasons too late.
I was about to say it took this long.
That's something that I want a lot of people to understand, and like I have had arguments with people about this before. If season 9 is where it takes for me to start giving a shit, I'm not sitting through 8 seasons. I'm not. Ruby has been the most boring, undeveloped character in all of Ruby, and like, you expect me to start caring now? Like, honestly, it felt like Jean was the protagonist for the longest time. Jean Arc. Which, honestly, with what I saw, actually makes sense. With, like, how they've written him.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, now that he... By the way, spoilers, because this is as far as I know. He finds a stopwatch. The stopwatch can reverse time and make time go faster. Whatever the fuck. He ages up. He's older now. And he's pissed. He's pissed off.
That's exactly what actually happened.
But you want to know where I can point this direction to? You want to know exactly where I can point this character thing through to? It was done better in Reboot. Y'all forget that Enzo, the little shit, the little child that everybody hated for the longest time, grew up into the fucking badass that we know today. He turned into Matrix. And it was awesome. And that's basically what they've done with Jean. The difference is that I liked Jean from the start, and he had much more character and reason and a lot more shit going on than Ruby ever fucking did. Oh, but Ruby has silver eyes. You have hardly developed anything about it. What does it do? As far as I'm aware, Ruby flashbangs the room. And then we cut to months later. Every fucking time. You have to learn to master your powers. Well, too fucking bad. The writers seem to only give a shit about, like, taunting us with Blake and Yang eating each other out, like, every fucking season. That's all they care about. Gay bait. And congrats. Congrats. You've done the thing that, like, people have been calling for years, and now you've had the balls to have them make out on screen. Congratulations. Owl House beat you to it.
Yeah, seriously.
Also, like, way to forget about Sun Wukong.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Listen, I'm very happy that, like, we got gay
Yeah,
representation. But unless, like, Sun Wukong's gonna make out with Neptune now to make up for it, I don't give a shit. Because Blake is also a non-entity in Ruby. And a lot of people get mad at me about that, but please hear me the fuck out. Outside of Yang and Adam, What has she done?
Blake?
Yeah, what has Blake
Yeah.
genuinely done? Oh, but she rallied the White Fang, like the old remnants of the White Fang, against the new one. No, she didn't. That was her dad.
Mhm.
Her dad did that.
I still think Ruby's still not bad. It's not freaking perfect, but at least it's enjoyable.
And that's where we're gonna have like a disagreement. Is that like I can't? If you enjoy this show, I'm glad that you do, because you see things in it that I don't see. And like, you enjoy things that I don't enjoy, and that's fine. Entertainment is subjective, but criticism is valid.
I'm not saying you can't criticize it.
Yeah, I know. But like these are my criticisms, and I can't get past them. And like the White Fang plot dropped. Are Faunus relations still any better? Oh no, we brought them up in season 7 and 8. Okay, and? And what? And? We brought them up. It happens. You say it's wrong and you're not going to do anything about it? No? I'm going to kill myself listening to this. And then, like, it's just... How do I put this? You can't just pull the, we have racial issues in the show, and then, like, pay mouth service to, like, oh, it's bad, and then proceed to beat the shit out of the minorities.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, the White Fang is basically the Black Panther Party. They're a group of people that believe in defending themselves, or at least taking a lot more physical action. And we never get to see the nuances of that. Like, the Black Panther Party wasn't just like, oh, we'll shoot the white man, or we'll shoot the human in this instance. It was a lot more complicated than that, as is every movement outside the KKK. The White Fang is a group of oppressed people fighting back. And yes, like, you don't have to agree with everything. Like, they do say in the show, like, oh no, like, the modern White Fang is, like, this extremist group. Okay. So then, like, can we get some nuance with it? Can we see, like, both sides of the aisle? And that, like, we can see, like, both sides have a point? Because, like, technically, the White Fang do have a point. We see Adam's backstory where, like, a group of humans just attack them out of nowhere. Because they're Faunus. And also, by the way, they're animal people. They literally have tails and bat ears. Also, like, does Blake have, like, regular ears? Or, like, does she just have, like, the cat ear? Does she have, like, 4 ears? Because that's really fucking, like...
I thought she did have 4 ears.
Then what's the point in the cat ears? Blake's ears, Ruby. Like, why does Blake have 2 sets of ears? Like, she has 2 sets of fucking ears!
Yeah.
Why? Holy shit! Oh no, these are my listening ears. The other ears are for, like, homing in on shit. I
don't know. It was just weird character design. IMO.
I sit here... I can't stand it. I can't stand fucking Ruby. I can't. I tried. I tried for 8 seasons. 8 seasons, and then this 8th season broke me. The 8th season broke me. Because they turned the character that I liked into a fucking nut job who is irredeemable as all hell, even though in the previous season they made it understandable why he snapped. But no, he's just... I can't take it. And now they're like, oh, but this season's good. This season's good. Cool. I don't care. 9 seasons too many.
Yeah. That's fair.
Also, how does your magic system work? Jesus Christ. Oh, and then you learned that, like, the series was built off of the fights, build the story around the fights that Monty animated. One, as a storyteller, don't do that. Monty Ohm was many things. He self-admitted he was not a good writer. He could not tell you how plot A to plot B started. What he could do, though, was animate fights. Monty Ohm was one of the best indie developer for fight scenes. One of the best. I will never take that from the man. And, like, I use his own words that he was not a writer. It was up to the Rooster Teeth team to write. And I'm not dealing with that. I don't know what the fuck happened between the chorus arc and RWBY, but I don't know where the writing team went. Red vs. Blue, the chorus arc, the 3 seasons that they were on chorus, was some of the best I've ever seen from Rooster Teeth. And then RWBY dropped the ball so fucking hard.
I forget which actual numerical season it was, but it was like, I remember it was Crow meeting that other hunter that had like good luck as a semblance.
Oh, that was season 7. That was Clover.
That's where I stopped. I stopped after that. I was like, I think I'm done. Like,
like, they give no reason as to why we should hate, like, the squad and everything. And I just... like, you do not make interesting stories by making everyone act like a fucking idiot.
mm-hmm.
That makes no sense to me. Oh, but, like, the conflict has to happen. Yeah, it has to. But you could be smarter about it.
Yeah, you can make smart conflict.
Like, what? Well, we needed Ironwood to act this way. Then why didn't you write him to act that way?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Why is Blake being such a... Why is Yang being such a bitch? And, like, I get it. Like, being jaded is a thing. And this is more of, like, a critique of just, like, how they wrote Yang.
Mm-hmm.
She's a total bitch. She's such a dick to everybody. Oh, but, like, she's hardened by the experience. Doesn't give her a fucking excuse.
Oh, yeah, after she loses her arm.
Yeah. Like, she has no reason to mistrust the man who gave her her arm. But no. Fuck you, Ironwood. I'm gonna keep coming back to that because I'm pissed about Ironwood. Has my favorite weapons in all of RWBY, and they treat him like shit. Fuck you. I like pistols.
Well, no, I mean, like, I will say, I didn't really, like... Part of me, I could sort of kind of see what they were doing with Ironwood, like, in seasons, like, 2 and 3 before, and I was like, but I really hope that he actually doesn't go that way, because it would be, indeed, very stupid. Yeah, guess what?
Hey, look, they took him that way.
Huh?
Hey, look, they took him that way.
I mean, like, he was written very lightly in the beginning to sort of be an opposing force towards Ozpin. Even though they were both on the same side.
They were two sides of the same coin with two different extremes.
Yes, but essentially I was hoping that because obviously Ozpin does know a lot more about the context of what's happening, that like Ironwood would learn to shut his mouth.
Mellow the fuck out.
And yes, exactly. But it turned into the opposite extreme. Where he's just like, well, I'm gonna take matters into my own hands, and he just basically went off the wall, and I was like,
guys,
oh, but
I believe
I didn't want us to go here. I didn't want us to go here.
Guys, I'm gonna take Atlas and fly it up into the sky, even
Yes,
higher. Cool. And I'm gonna nuke the city. Why?
Yeah.
What strategic advantage is that?
What happened to? Also, we want to protect the city.
That makes no sense. Writers, what the fuck's going on? Oh, it's a semblance. What does his semblance make him, mind my language here, retarded? Oh no, his semblance allows him to hyperfocus.
That's not how...
That's not how that works!
Yeah, I know, that's just... I think
You
that's
just
really
described ADHD, you fucks! That's not a semblance! That's a disability!
Yeah, seriously.
Oh my god.
Not only that, there are plenty of ways to hyperfocus on a subject or situation rather than let it lead you straight to madness.
This is like
Not even
fucking...
madness. It was just pure irrational thought.
I should not have to look at episode 3, Anakin Skywalker, and go, yes! This makes much more sense! Genociding the Jedi to save my wife! Yes! This makes all the sense!
Oh, man.
Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my fucking marbles.
Dude.
And by the way, if you enjoy Ruby in spite of all of that, I fucking commend you. Ye are braver than I. Like, I don't know what to tell you all. You say ADHD is a disability, I say it's a superpower.
It's both.
It's both.
It really is.
Guys, I can sit here and be, like, crippled by my ADHD. And then other days, Phoenix has to remind me to drink water because I've been working for 8 hours straight. And I forget that I'm human. Like, it could be a bit of a bitch. Honestly. Yeah.
But ADHD can be a superpower in that, like, there are plenty of advantages that come with ADHD, including the hyperfocus, in a sense.
Like, just have his the scene, like, where they have Ironwood find the chess piece that ruined Season 3 for him. That was perfect enough. Like, play up the paranoia and play up, like, the team, like, trying to, like, make him less paranoid and shit like that. And, like, show it and talk about it. Like, show him being overly paranoid about shit. And don't justify his paranoia. Do not justify it. Because, like, throughout the entirety of Season 7, like, he's being fucked with the entire time!
Mm-hmm.
And they know that it's Salem's forces doing it. And, like, have a scene where, like, it's Winter and him, his most trusted advisor. And, like, she's understanding him and like she's like trying to comfort him, and he snaps at her. Like, have that happen.
Mm-hmm.
Build it up.
Oh, poor Winter.
Yeah, now she's the Winter Maiden. Get it?
Yeah, yeah. I didn't see that coming after they named the maidens after seasons.
Yeah.
Not like that was already pre-established somewhere. Cough, cough.
Just,
But I mean, either way, like,
just
I-
give
I-
the fucking main cast the fucking maiden powers already, you useless sons of bitches.
eh.
We all saw the short. We all know it's them. Just fucking...
Mm.
Stop wasting our fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
And how dare you write yourself into a corner with Salem?
Oh God.
How do we kill Salem? You can't. Well, series over.
I mean, like, yes.
How do you beat that? Oh, well, in short, just summon the gods back. But if we do that, the world ends. Yeah, I know. Give it a dignified death. I know a lot of people are gonna, like, name me as uncharitable in this way. But fuck you! They didn't have a plan, nor did Monty. And that's the crying shame. They didn't have a plan. The entirety of RWBY was supposed to be, ha, cool fairy tale reference. And that was it. And if anybody says, like, oh, well, it's the gays that ruined it, fuck them! They're pieces of shit! There was nothing wrong with Yang and Blake's sucking face.
No. I agree.
The problem is the relationship itself is undeveloped and boring. It's fine to have gay relationships, but, like, please develop them like
sense.
normal people. Because gay
Yeah, make it
relationships are
make
normal.
sense. Exactly.
Not just like, oh, I saved you, now fuck me. No! That's boring straight people bullshit. Korra and Asami was better.
Yes, thank you.
I'm gonna sit here and hold my tongue. I'm gonna sit here and hold my tongue, because I just
Sure.
bitched about undeveloped.
Sure. Oh, okay. All right.
Just bitched about undeveloped relationships, I'm gonna hold my fucking tongue.
I don't know. In comparison, Korra and Asami were much more developed than.
I want to point out, what relationships did Korra have before this?
She had Mako and not Bolin, kind of Bolin. Weirdly, it happened like maybe twice. And then
When we
it
have
happened-
that to compare to, that is setting the bar so fucking low. The absolute non-entity that is Mako.
Oh my god, yeah.
And then just like, yeah, no, Asami and Korra getting together, cool, yeah, like first on-screen lesbian relationship. We'll always have that. And then I'm sitting here thinking, what do we have to do to get here? Oof. And then in the comics, it's just like, can I kill myself yet, please?
Oh my gosh, I've never touched the comics. So I don't-
They're good. They're good. They actually do like something. They actually bring back the brainwashing like the Dai Li did,
Yeah.
and it actually gets really fucking creepy. Because like it's the earthbending Nazis perfect it, and they start slowly kidnapping people for the election and are brainwashing people to vote for their leader.
Woo.
And like Kuvira is like brought out of prison by like Korra having to talk to people about it, and she's like, "Yeah, no, that was like one of my best generals that like you guys left. What? You take me down and you don't bother taking down the rest of my army? The fuck's wrong with you? And they're like, well, we didn't want a conflict and we wanted to vote about it. You fucking idiots! Like, I gave you everything, including my notes. I told you they were working on this. Yeah. How can you be so dumb? Well, you see the chart says. It's just there's a lot of problems with Korra. There's a lot of problems with Korra. A lot of it was the writing, which I can't even blame the writers for. Cause like I too would have troubles writing with Nickelodeon breathing down my neck. Hi guys, just wanted to say, like, absolute fantastic job on season 1 of Legend of Korra. I'm ordering 3 more, but I need you to make it cheaper. What? Yeah, I need you to make it cheaper, and you can't have like a reoccurring villain. You gotta have like a new villain per series, per season.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Okay, well, we got some new parameters, guys. This is gonna be harder, but we can do it. Yeah. Hi again. It's Nickelodeon. I just gotta say, love what you're doing with the place. Just love our working relationship. I need you to like cut these seasons down to 12 episodes a season. What?
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Okay, thanks. Bye. Okay. Well, this can't get any worse. It's hi again, writers. It's Nickelodeon. Yeah, so we're definitely not having a working relationship. This has been like the worst, absolute worst relationship I've ever had. Avatar is never getting another season after this. You guys have fucked the ball too hard. I honestly don't understand. I gave you everything you needed. Cutting your budget, cutting your writers, and threatening to fire the rest of your staff if you didn't do exactly as I said. I gave you everything, and you still didn't deliver. So we will never have a working relationship again. Goodbye. Well, wow, this is like absolute shit. Hi again, writers. It's So, we heard that Avatar: Last Airbender is considered one of the greatest things of all time, and everyone's losing their shit. So, we decided to do a live-action Netflix series. You can't go wrong like last time, right?
Oh, freaking A.
Hey, on the upside, we're getting a new animated series about the fucking Earth Nation one. Oh boy!
I don't know. I'm still going to watch. I'm still very excited for it.
Which one?
The new season of Avatar.
The new series with the
Animated
Earth
series,
Avatar?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
No, I'm gonna give that one a shot too. It's just like... Hi, writers. Everyone, like, that is exactly how I imagined every conversation going. Everyone's...
Yeah, no, I don't know. I did sort of like Korra and Asami. If anything, their interactions actually had a much better foundation than Korra and Mako really ever did.
I sat through like 4 seasons, and I'm like, I'm sitting there with my fiance as we're watching it, and I'm like, so when do they start fucking? And she's like, oh, that doesn't come to the end of the series. I'm like, that doesn't come to the end of the series, and I go, she took her out in her car, and you mean to fucking tell me she doesn't go down on her instantly?
Yeah.
Who the fuck are these people? Like, you thought Aang Hat was down bad. Nah, dude. Fuck. I'm just... brain.
Brain go burr. And I'll also say this, the development with Blake and Sun, much better IMO.
As I sit here with, like... God, a lot of these problems would have been solved if Avatar Kyoshi was just allowed to fucking speak. No, seriously, you read the Kyoshi book and you see exactly what kind of person she is, and she is the most no-nonsense, like, rocks fall, everyone dies is the best solution for all of her problems.
Apparently, from what I've heard, like, yeah, pretty much. I didn't read the whole thing, but I also got that vibe from Kyoshi, as in just,
She is straight up, like, I will murder a man who annoys me.
Mm-hmm. And guess who's still the fucking Avatar?
Oh, what's that? You don't like how I do things, motherfucker? Last time I checked, I was an earth-bending bandit before I became the Avatar. Fuck you and your pedantic bullshit.
Yeah, seriously.
And it's just like, well, what was the Avatar before me? Oh, Avatar Karuk? One of the most useless avatars that were ever seen in our entire lives? Yeah, no shit I've had to unfuck what he fucked up. And how are you unfucking it? I'm killing everything. Fuck you.
Yeah. I'm solving the problem by making sure that it goes away permanently.
And then Avatar Roku goes the other direction.
Yeah.
You see, I have decided that, like, murdering everyone wasn't a good idea. Even your imperialist, genocidal best friend. Yes! You know damn well Kyoshi chased him with a fucking slipper when he died.
Oh, absolutely.
Making it rough for a fucking 10-year-old? This is why you murder people, Roku! This is why you murder people! According to the books, Kyoshi is the one that made the Dai in the first place. Yeah, no, Kyoshi's fucked up. Like, I don't understand how Kyoshi is a lot of people's favorites. Because, like, guys, she made the CIA, they made the brainwashing technique, everything. It's like, she made the secret police, guys. This is like staring at, like, a serial murderer who made the CIA. I don't know what to tell all of you, but if I learned that, I would not be happy with her.
Mm-hmm.
What, I made it for the security of the Earth Nation. Yeah, do you have to make it a police state? Just asking. Asking the nearest, oppressed civilian center.
Just out of curiosity.
What is it?
No. Just out of curiosity. Do we have to do this? Just want to.
Just a little bit of a curious question. Do we have to oppress the people of the Earth Nation? Just saying.
Does really have to be a thing?
Do we have to have, like, the creepiness that is Jodie? Thanks. Well, yes, it builds character.
Oh, does it? Oh, great.
Oh, that's fantastic.
No other routes we can take to build character.
Oh, you know, Jodie, the Emperor would like to see you at Lake Laogai.
But I am also, like, I know they're coming up with the animated series and also the movie.
Yeah, I like the new movies, which is, like, focusing on the gang as they're adults.
Yes.
And I'm sitting here
actually
like,
very excited
you
for
mean
that.
to... Okay, another complaint about Legend of Korra. You mean to tell me that Sokka didn't fuck? Sokka doesn't have kids?
I agree.
You fucking kidding me? This man fucks Suki in a tent with Toph not 10 feet away! This man got down and dirty with Toph in his camp, and you mean to tell me he didn't fuck and have kids?
Yeah, I agree.
Bullshit, Avatar. You make Aang a horrible father. And we don't even get Sokka's kids. I'm pissed.
Mm-hmm.
The highlight of season 3 was Zuko coming back.
Oh yeah, Zuko coming back was great.
I laughed really hard at that one. You know,
You did?
I too hunted down the Avatar once. Didn't work. You know what? I've met Korra, and I can see why a lot of people hate her. Like, I see a
will
lot of
say, like,
I saw a lot.
For Korra, she definitely in the beginning, especially for like a good
She is a
two, maybe
bit of a
2.5
hard watch.
seasons.
She's a
Huh?
bit of a hard watch. But
Yeah,
like
yeah.
then I remember, oh hey, like no, they intentionally wrote her that way because she's a developing avatar who was sheltered.
Thank you.
So like no, that totally makes sense why she would act holier than thou and why the second someone started giving her attention that wasn't criticism, she would immediately hook onto that and become insufferable.
Mhm.
Because she's having her ego tickled.
Mhm.
You
Then
still
she got like her shit rocked. And
Oh
then-
yeah, no. The entirety of Avatar Korra's story is someone who has to learn that just because you have all the power does not make you powerful. And it's a
Exactly.
humbling experience.
Mhm.
Like, she gets her shit rocked by, like, non-benders. She gets her shit rocked by people who can only bend one element. Like, she gets fucking beaten by someone who walks backwards.
Mhm.
Y'all remember that scene with Kuvira? She fucking steps behind her. Walks backwards and dances on her ass. She got her ass beat by an earthbending Nazi, which makes me very sad. Plus, like, Toph.
Oh, Toph. Well,
Being a bitch
Toph
gets you fans, but it makes you a terrible mother.
yeah. For Toph, I could honestly, like, 100% see why and how she ended up the way that she did in terms of like her relationship with her other family, especially her daughters.
Mm-hmm. She's very hands off.
Yeah, she is, and she's very like when it comes to emotion, she's not very emotionally connected to people.
No, she's not. Though that scene
And
where like we are reintroduced to her and she calls Korra Twinkle Toes, that made me laugh.
Yeah.
That made me so happy that like she recognizes the Avatar through their footsteps.
Mhm.
That was cute.
Mhm. I did really like that. And she did actually give Korra really good advice when she was, there.
Stop beating yourself up.
I mean, kind of.
Or like the stop pitying yourself thing.
Yeah, that too. Especially the stop pitying yourself. Like, life goes on. You're still alive. You're still the Avatar. Fucking get up and keep going.
What, you thought your previous version of you had anything to do? Like, I have my gripes with Legend of Korra, but like I don't think it's like this and I don't think it's like the worst thing in the world. Season 3 is clearly the best season. With season 4 being the next best one, season 1, and then like season 2, we don't talk about season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that I talk to that enjoys Korra does not enjoy season 2.
Yeah, season 2 is just sort of...
The Dark Avatar. Stares at the writer's room. Listen, we're short on time, and we literally looked up Avatar fanfiction. Did you have a better idea, they asked me? Not the Dark Avatar and the fucking of the magic system, I can tell you that. But fine, no, I understand. Oh, wait, no. Then it came out that, like, no, Nickelodeon wanted a Dark Avatar for toys. And then my response was, what toys? And they responded with, exactly. Like, Avatar Korra came out, I heard that it came out, and then I heard nothing about it forever. And then, like, years later, I hear, oh yeah, they had a lesbian kiss. What?
What?
I don't know. I like season 2, just didn't enjoy the Dark Avatar bullshit or how Korra magically got herself a huge spirit body.
Yeah.
The only thing enjoyable about season 2 is Tenzin.
Yeah.
Sure, we're also introduced to, like, Tenzin's family. But, like, at the same time, I'm sitting here... Oh, I'm just gonna say this right now. We could kill Tenzin's youngest son, and I would not bat a fucking eye. I would not bat a fucking eye. He could die in the worst, most vicious way possible, and I would sit there like...
Oh, come on.
Oh, nothing of value was lost.
Oh my god.
I'm talking about, like, the youngest kid, like, the most annoying little boy.
Yeah, Boomy.
Is that Boomy?
I believe so. That should.
Not
Oh, wait,
Tenzin's little brother.
No, wait, it's not.
No, I love
Boomy was the
Boomy.
uncle. The Boomy was the uncle.
Yeah, Boomy was the uncle. I love
God,
Boomy.
What was his name? Oh, that's gonna bug me now.
What's Tenzin's youngest son's name? Easy. It's Corpse. Because that's what I want him to be.
Milo. It's Milo.
Fuck Milo! Fuck Milo! Fuck any scene he's in. He's annoying. He's either fart jokes, or he's just an annoying little shit. Who thinks he's better than everyone and talks like this. I'm far too good for that. Eat shit and die, you little fucker. Like, I could remove you from the series and nothing would be lost. Oh, but then you wouldn't have, like, the paintball scene. So you mean the scene where, like, they all get knocked the fuck out because his plan backfires? That one? Y'all didn't expect the fucking mecha to have windshield wipers now, did you? No, okay, Magica. That's the thing, though, about, like, the ending of Korra, where, like, Asami and Korra kiss. It was on screen. They did have it on screen. Outside of America.
Oh, I didn't know that. Fuck.
Yep, they censored it for the American version, but not the Canadian version.
Oh, dumb.
It's why, like, people are like, no, they didn't kiss on screen. I know it for a fact. And I'm like, no, they did. I know it for a fact. Because my fiancé watched the release. And they showed the kiss on the release. Call me a liar, but I'm not. But yeah, no, for serious, they do, like, the kiss on screen, originally. It's just that American censors are stupid. And I remember seeing that. Oh, shit. I don't know, like, I've heard people say, like, I've never seen it, but, like, I watched the episode, and I'm like, but they did show it.
I remember watching the last season, and they did not the last episode of the last season, I did not see them kiss. And FYI, I live in the States.
Like, guys, you have no idea how much the state's censorship, censor shit. And it's really funny. Because this is the nation of, like, free speech and everything. Yet,
Yeah.
here we are, continually finding, like, American censorship. Like, I can look straight to Total Drama Island and just, like, the amount of censorship you guys got was fucking sad.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Like, they, during the episode where, like, they have to eat disgusting shit, you guys get meatballs. You wanna know what that actually was? That was bull testicle.
Oh, well.
Yeah, you were, like, they were actually eating bull testicle.
Well, they're meatballs. They were both kind of sort of meatballs.
Yep. And, like, they cut to the fucking bull crying.
Oh. Oh, poor boy.
You guys straight up didn't get the episode where Heather gets her bra ripped off.
I thought I saw that when I was a kid.
Apparently it was censored in the US.
Technically, her tatas were censored.
Yeah, her tatas were censored, but, like, apparently you guys didn't get that scene.
I remember watching that scene.
Shit, dude!
It was censored here in Canada. I remember that scene perfectly.
What the fuck?
Honestly, I wasn't even shocked that of, like, the situation that happened. I was just shocked that, like, they showed it on television. I was like, whoa, they actually did that?
Well, they got away with that shit! Well, they got away with a lot worse. And then you quickly learn that a lot of TV shows back then had a lot of fetishes in it.
Oh my god. Freaking, you want to talk about that? Let's.
Hi, Carly, didn't see you there. Gibby. That man is dead. Look at the bullets on this thing. Oh, it's just straight copper.
Totally Spies is a very good example of that.
Listen, you, this Totally Spies was a sexual awakening for many people.
It was for several people
They're-
of
they're-
multiple
for-
generations.
For the furries, for the latex, for the inflation people.
Oh my god.
There was mind control like every second episode.
So much.
I thought the theory Disney was freaking bad at that. It's true.
Okay. Can we also talk about how Martin Mystery got robbed of being in a relationship, an actual good, healthy, romantic relationship based off of mutual interest with Clover?
Alex.
Oh, Alex, excuse me. It was Alex. Oh my god, it pissed me off so much.
That was the episode where they erased her memories, right? When she was working at that freaking monster.
No, that's when it's a Sasquatch episode.
Sasquatch episode. Sasquatch.
So, like, they found out that someone was making, like, Sasquatch, basically copies or genetic copies of Sasquatch by taking Sasquatch DNA that they supposedly found from an older, much more ancient Sasquatch and putting it into people.
Which, by the way, that's
and
not
then
how that
in
works.
turn-
By the way, anyone.
Yeah, no.
If you put Sasquatch blood in someone, they're gonna get very fucking sick real fucking quick
Yeah.
because their body will reject it.
Yeah, I don't remember that episode, but the show, I did love Martin Mystery. That was a great show.
I absolutely loved Martin Mystery. It was
Everybody
so
loves.
good.
Everyone loves the caveman Juko.
Oh my god, absolutely.
I like Martin, to be honest. He was fucking funny as hell.
So,
He was a great character.
just a funny thing. So, the Martin Mystery show was based off of books.
I actually,
Oh.
but the books are actually not based. But the freaking show's not based on the books at all.
Yeah, no, it's Martin and Deanna are actually boyfriend and girlfriend. That one.
Stop.
That is weird on Bareman Devils.
No, I hate that.
Yep.
I hate that. Why'd you have to ruin that for me?
Because it was ruined for me.
You're one of those people.
Hey, if I have to live with the cursed knowledge, everyone else does.
Yes. Again, one of those people who literally was just like, well, the curse is on me. I must spread it.
Listen, it's just like The Grudge. I just gotta I gotta share the love.
Chaos boss is struck again.
I am a little shit, so.
Oh. Well, in my heart, they will always stay brother and sister, stepbrother and sister, and nothing more ever. And nothing, no, just stay that way.
Gonna admit it right now. My childhood crushes were Sam and Deanna. Well, Diane. What the fuck is her name?
Oh no, Sam. Wait, Sam was the one with was the.
Sam was the
sorry.
one that was competent.
The redhead.
The one with the red hair.
It wasn't even because she was a redhead. It was because she was wearing my favorite color.
Oh, green.
I was innocent. I was so innocent. I'm like, she wears my favorite color. I like her. Was this book made by a man in the South? They weren't brother and sister in the books. They were boyfriend and girlfriend in the books. No relation.
You gotta admit, each monster was kind of freaking unique.
Well, yeah, because it was based off of different cultures' monsters.
Well, not every one of them, I'm pretty sure.
No, all of Martin Mystery's monsters were based off of mythology. Except for the aliens. And even then,
Yeah, well.
the aliens.
What about the one from, oh man, it was one of the more actually, like, creepier episodes where all the people were disappearing. All the people of the world were, like, literally disappearing from, I think, like, literally what I just call the Shadow Realm. Creatures from, a Shadow Realm coming to get them and pull them out. And I'm like, that shit legit scary.
I don't remember that one.
Oh my god.
I remember so little of Martin Mystery. I remember the episode where they got the cave. I remember the episode where they got the caveman. I remember the episode that the girl is turned into a witch. I remember the witch doctor episode. And I remember when, like, the alien guy was, like, revealed to be, like, this conquering alien mastermind.
Billy!
Yeah, Billy. I remember that episode. And I'm just
He
like...
was an intergalactic criminal.
Yeah.
But it was buff as fuck. You gotta
Oh
admit.
my god, yeah.
Gotta admit, Billy. You're looking pretty hunkin' right there.
Oh my god.
Hold on, I need to look this up. I need to look up, like, how sweaty should I be getting?
Oh, Honky Billy? Oh.
Yeah, hold on. Martin Mystery.
I remember it very clearly. Good luck.
Okay, yeah, we got tiny alien boy. Oh, he's got. Oh.
I know.
He's got an 8-pack. He's got an 8-pack. Oh. I can't handle this. He's a fucking creature.
Boss, calm down. Calm down.
No, he big, and he beautiful. He looked like the Green Goblin. He looked like modern day Green Goblin, but the Green Goblin I want to fuck. Oh, look, they wrapped him up in one episode. He's pretty much prepared. I need to shut up now. I need to shut up. I need to shut up.
Yeah, bro. I'm just imagining Phoenix just putting her ear to the door, just going, "What the fuck is going on?"
She's not home, thankfully. Holy fuck.
There was another. The freaking one with the mammoth was pretty freaky. That one was.
Mammoth?
Yeah, they're up in the
Oh.
North Pole.
Oh wait, the one with where they went to foreign country and like mammoth with like several tentacle mouth things.
Yeah, it was like it was a creature that couldn't stay. You had to stay inside a dead mammoth, and if it entered a body, it freaking turned you into like this goo creature thing.
Oh, I remember that. That was an inspiration from The Thing.
Yeah, that was a good episode. Also, freaking.
Oh, God. You ever want to freak me the fuck out, you show me something like The Thing.
I love that movie. I wish the sequel kind of didn't fuck up the whole mythos, but I'm glad that.
Oh, you mean the
that
prequel?
Yeah, the prequel. Sorry.
By the way, chat, this is how the tank's coming along. It's not done yet. I still need to ink it up and paint the other turret. This is how the tank's coming along.
It's looking nice, actually.
I love that color.
Well, it's just the ultramarine colors, which makes it very easy, and painting a literal box is the easiest fucking thing to do in your life. Like, I can show you guys, like, ultramarine, like, how Ultramarine Legion colors changed. Like,
Here, you can actually. Oh,
modern day Ultramarines. I'm gonna just grab these and put them into a different search engine quick. You just put up Legion or Chapter and they give you everything you need. Like, here is... I'm gonna just drag this over here now. Like, here's Ultramarine Cobalt Blue. Like, this is how they do Ultramarines nowadays. Cobalt Blue, Gold, like, this is just Second Company. And then you jump to the Legion, and the Legion is a much darker blue.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some of their models
yeah.
still have, like, the Cobalt Blue, but no, the majority of their models are dark blue. These are not the same.
Nope, they are not.
no, the gold kind of looks actually kind of cool on it. I gotta admit.
Oh yeah, no, gold and blue work really well together. The actual coolest thing is, though, for like their color schemes that I love about their lore is red. So in 40k, like the modern 40k, wearing a red helmet is a sign of veterancy. It's a sign of your wisdom and age as a Marine. Back in the old days, though, the red helmet was a sign of shame. Like you did something wrong, so you are not one of us. And essentially how that came to be was a sergeant by the name of Sergeant Uriel. Ultramarines back then were known as the nerds of Warhammer. They are the guys they're the statesmen, they're the politicians, they're the guys that knew how to talk, walk the walk, talk the talk, and they planned for everything. They made statistics, simulations, all of it. All of it. Like, there was not one thing an Ultramarine could do where he couldn't, like, point statistics to you. Uriel was a bit of a weirdo for the Ultramarines, because he did a massive social no-no, is what I'm going to say. He ran a simulation on Marine warfare. And for a lot of us, that makes sense. Like, hey, like, sometimes Marines fight, and it's best know how to fight your enemy. To the Imperium, that was sacrilege. How dare you insinuate that the Emperor's own creations would fight each other. So Uriel's helmet was painted red as a mark of shame. So how do we go from mark of shame to mark of wisdom and honor? Well, Horus Heresy, the Marine versus Marine fucking history. And when Uriel's ideas and tactics were proven correct, and that this was a good thing to have on the back burner, it surprisingly worked, and Uriel's statistics not only saved the Ultramarines Legion from extermination, but they're the reason they exist today in modern 40k. So, if you see a Marine with a red helmet, it's Uriel. And I love that. And, like, we do actually get to meet the character in the books, and he's great.
Yeah, that's fucking actually really freaking cool.
Yeah.
I gotta admit.
And even better, they actually they do something else with it in game, and it's in the game you can get like special things called relics for like certain characters and such. Uriel's helmet is a relic that you can give.
Did it like give like a plus or something like that?
You can give it to a character to give them a buff.
Oh fuck.
And in the lore, it states that he kept, like, Uriel was such a weirdo that, like, he kept the statistics and everything in his helmet. So, like, the helmet will scan scenarios that you're in and give you the most optimal way to handle that situation. And that's, like, really cool to me.
So like how that's pretty much like Sun Tzu or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
Damn.
He's such a cool character. I miss him. And even the main characters in the books, Primarch Gulliman, the guy who's like been the main character for the Imperium for a little bit. Like listening to him like reminisce and like say like, I miss Uriel. I miss him. It made me so happy. And like even better when the book starts, the last thing Gulliman sees before he's put into his 10,000-year fucking coma is Uriel like yelling at like his men to like teleport Gulliman off the ship, and Gulliman just sees him rushing back into combat. That made me honestly sad. 40k can get emotions out of me. Yeah, I've been streaming for like 3 hours now. Holy shit. Oh, by the way, hi Foxfire, miss you.
You have been painting for quite some time.
I've been painting for 3 hours and I nearly got the tank done. Holy shit.
You know, boss, I'm looking at your freaking sub counter, and you're at 3.91 thousand K subs, right?
Yeah, because I posted one video I posted the start of the Hi-Fi Rush review on TikTok. I may not be posting like comedy content on there anymore. I'm just going to be posting like small clips of my videos, like a sane person.
Well, I just thought of something. You can shoot it down if you like, but what are you gonna do when you reach 40K?
If we ever get to 40k. God, I don't know.
Well, it's the same thing as the 40K freaking game. So
I don't know what I would do, honestly. You mostly save stuff for like 50,000 subscribers. Or like 5,000. And honestly, like if I keep doing shit as I'm doing it, I will be fine. Like this is something like Phoenix and even Ryan have told me like, nah dude, just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great. And that's honestly been very encouraging and helpful to me.
well, keep on it, boss, because you'll reach your world domination soon.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Honestly, like, if I ever wanted to, like, call myself truly successful in this industry, reaching 50K subs on YouTube would be, like, the moment where I'm like, no, I'm perfectly fine where I am and I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do if you reached like 100K?
100K, I'd shit myself.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
like, no,
Yeah.
no shot, no lie, I would shit myself. Like, if I got, like, it's different for, like, YouTube and Twitch, but, like, for Twitch, if I got, like, 1,000 people per stream, like, watching actively, I would shit myself. If I got, like, 50,000 subs on YouTube, 100,000 subs on YouTube, I would shit myself. Like, this is, a lot of people are like, why are you like that? Why do you say that? And I'm just like, because you gotta understand where, like, I come from. I was the autistic kid. I have autism. I was the autistic kid growing up throughout my entire life. And, like, I always wanted people to laugh with me, not at me.
Mm-hmm.
And having succeeded where I am, having, like, proven myself in many ways and still proving myself even now, it's been a fucking journey, essentially. I know that I'm better than the people that, like, beat me down and hurt me all those years ago. But, like, I have nothing to prove to them because there's nothing to prove. I'm doing what I love to do because I love doing it. And creating content, talking about shit that I want to talk about is amazing to me. Like, I'm right now working on a script for Resident Evil 4 remaking a genre definer. And it's... Sure, it's a bit of a hassle because script writing's bullshit. And no, I will not put my script into Chat GPT. Fuck that. But, like, I genuinely enjoy doing it. Yeah, I leave you all with that happy little note. If you guys can, thank you, Nix, for joining us and just, like, chilling and having a good old rockin' time.
Sure, thank you.
I appreciate you very much. And, by the way, chat, if you can, go find Total Party... It's Total Party Knockout, right?
Total Party Knockouts with
Yeah.
the S and exclamation point because
Yeah.
we had issues with our last channel. So
Yeah, so please go find TPK. They are absolutely wonderful and deserve the love and affection and the attention. They are wonderful people, all of them, and I have never met a group of such wonderful and vibrant people in my life. So thank you very much. And yeah, please remember to donate, subscribe, everything. Share the stream around, share everything around. This tank I will finish up and then I will post pictures of. And we will go from there. But in the meantime, love you all. Stay safe, friends. Good night, everybody.